Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us today for our variety stream. Usually we do some Duke Dev, but today we're just going to kind of play through some of the games that have come out recently with Rise of the Triad and Quake 2. You would think it was 20 years ago, but we've gotten some fantastic new ports of both of those, and so we're going to play a little bit of both of them. Probably some multiplayer for Quake 2, and I'm going to suck it up in some single player for Rise of the Triad. I sucked at Rise of the Triad as a kid, and I suck at Rise of the Triad now, but we'll try. Of course, as always, I'm joined by ETPC and also joined by October today. And yeah, let's get to it, I guess.
Kill me.
Yeah, Rise of the Triad it's a game I have such fond memories of, and every time I play it, I'm like, oh, I am just terrible at this.
Right?
But like, it's so burned into my brain, like everything about it.
This and like Raptor are like two of the ones that I played off of the
oh my god,
the Duke 3D CD.
Yeah, the shareware section. Oh my god, Raptor, that game is so good. One of the creators of Raptor. Oh, it's like you play Raiden, like a shooter.
Yeah, I know it's a top-down game.
Yeah, it's a shmup. It's got like upgrade mechanics. It's very like Raiden-esque. But oh man, I love that game. And also Demon Star by the same developer, which is going to be getting a Steam release here pretty soon, which I'm excited for.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I love Demon Star.
So now, I am playing with the 2013 soundtrack. I'm not playing with the original soundtrack. I've already gone through and played this a little bit myself. I'll start from the beginning. Not that I really made
it. I think you need to change the volume here to just the volume balance.
Okay, sure.
Because I can hear the game. Yeah.
So you want
the game is much more louder than
okay,
the
I'll turn
ATPC
the game down a little bit here, and I'll turn you guys up a little bit here. How is this?
Turn me up!
Looking at my level still, looks like the game is still a little loud. I'm going to turn it down a little more here. That should be a little better. Go ahead and hit the transition button in case it didn't carry the audio over. Go ahead and talk now, guys.
Sounds better, yeah.
Hello!
Yeah, that looks better to me. Awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, Big Bean kind of nails it. ROTT is absolutely one of the games that has such a personality, you can't help but love it, regardless of how you might feel about the gameplay itself. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, like, I think even if you were asked, like, Tom Hall, like, what his thoughts on Rise of the Triad are, is like, I actually watched a bit of, well, no, I didn't watch a bit. I watched the entire FPS documentary that came out recently, and he basically comes out and says, like, we just shoved everything in. We shoved as many things in, and, like, it wasn't, like, done with the idea of, like, oh, we're going to polish everything up. It was just like, let's just see how much we can put in, and let's see how far we can go with everything. Just kind of like this, pushing the Wolf 3D engine to its absolute limits. And, I mean, they totally did.
Yeah, I can definitely believe that. I mean, with, like, the whole character system and all the characters having individualities, and then, like, the weapon system is a little simple, but all the different RPGs and stuff like that are pretty fun to mess with.
Oh, yeah. And, like, it's so unique, too, for that very idea. Like, the idea, like, bullet weapons are mediocre, but, like, there's just so many, like, rocket-based weapons. So, like, I remember as a kid not really understanding that. To be like, oh, like, Doom taught me that rocket launcher is something to be feared. It's like, here's as the end comes out, and it's like, nah, all the guns you care about are all, like, different kinds of rocket launchers.
A little good. I know where some of the secrets are.
Also, I love that this port exists because, like, for the longest time, it has been so hard to find a good port of Rise of the Triad, a good engine port. Like, all of them were kind of messed up in certain ways. Like, you know, love that they existed, but I just could never get any of them working the way I wanted to. And, like, now, this port comes along, this incredible remaster, and it's just like, yep, one click, and you're playing like the best version of Rise of Triad ever made.
Right. No, they really did a
That's the
fantastic
best.
job.
That's the best part of the 2013 release, the music.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does is Dave still threatening someday to patch 2013? Because honestly, I would love a patch for that game. I bet the source code is such a nightmare.
I think that doesn't need a patch. I think that needs a remake of the remake. Like,
Rise Triad 2013, 2024. Let's go.
yeah.
I mean, see, a lot of people like shit on the 2013 make of Rise of the Triad, but I wasn't really in a lot of the online circles for boomer shooters and retro shooters at the time, and
There wasn't one.
I really enjoyed the hell out of that game. So I played it a ton.
And like, without that game, we don't have New Blood. We don't have like the new 3D Realms. We don't have like Apogee. Like, Rise Triad 2013 is literally, and I know Sibby said this in the video, where like it is patient zero for the boomer shooter like renaissance.
Which is true. I enjoyed 2013 when I played it for the first time back when it came out, but it's not a game I can play anymore.
Well, especially because like it has like issues on newer systems too.
Oh, I'm gonna also play it just fine.
Really? Okay. Maybe it's because I demand to try with like physics and all like other bullshit, and it's like games got no idea what to do. Yeah, I'm living. Speaking of retro shooters, I'm now living that 4K high frame rate life nowadays, and it has been so fun going back to these games.
I think the problem with 2013 is that it aged like milk.
Yeah.
It was okay back then, but nowadays it's really hard to just go back to it.
Yeah, because I mean, like, there's just so many games have built on its shoulders. I saw Spot 2013 by how jank it is. Give us a Switch person console to explode. Yeah, absolutely.
That was weird. I got like stuck in the side of the mover.
Oh man.
Alright, now I'm trying to do this fun bit.
Oh god. Good luck with this.
I don't need that one. Damn.
So, Rise Triad's interesting to me too, because like it's one of those games that it was the first game I ever played as a kid that made me aware that you have the idea of, oh, I need to upgrade my computer. So here I am. I'm sure I've told the story before, but here I am. I am like 5 or 4 years old and reading, what if it had been Computer Gaming World or PC Gamer or something like that, and it was saying like, oh, well, to play Rise Triad, you need a 486 DX66. I'm like, oh, you only have a 486. What's this DX66 thing? And like, I somehow at that age just soaked up as much knowledge as I could on what it was, so that later that day I could go to my dad and be like, Dad, we need to upgrade the Activa. And like, he didn't even understand what upgrades were. I had to explain the concept of upgrading the computer to him as a 4-year-old. And the next day went to Future Shop to get a Pentium Overdrive chip. So I guess it was effective campaigning.
I got a little lucky because my dad was kind of into computers when I was growing up, and so we didn't have like we didn't have anything crazy. But by the time I got to really playing games myself, we already had like a P4 and everything else like that. I did get to experience Windows 3.1, and I played through Chex Quest and all that other stuff, and like the Indiana Jones adventure game too. But
you played the Magic School Bus edutainment games, like the CD-ROM ones?
No, but I did play what is it? Little Howie and stuff like that.
Ooh, okay. Oh man, Little Howie. What were those living storybooks they were called? I know they showed up on Vinny Vinesauce's stream recently. That was very, very good.
Damn it.
God, do you remember when
so
like
precise here?
What's that?
The platforming is so precise.
It is. It really is.
For being slippery as hell.
What if every level was the ice level?
Right.
Do you remember when like CD-ROMs used to have to come in like caddies? Because I remember at school, in like elementary school, we had like computers with CD-ROM drives. You had to like put them, like all the CDs into caddies with like a slot loading machine. I always thought those were cool.
I never really got to mess with that, no.
playing that Arthur storybook game. Edutainment.
The world of Rich are scary.
Right? Oh. Fond memories.
Come on.
October, do you have any experience with the original Rise of Triad when it came out?
Nope. So, God, this is gonna. I'm trying to remember a date specifically. My main experience when it comes to games like this was actual Doom.
Okay.
But it was not around the time it came out.
So like post Ultimate Doom?
Yeah, so here in Italy, I don't know what other countries, in Italy there were a bunch of magazines that had both bundled actual full games in addition to demo games.
Oh, like CD Action in Poland.
Something like that, but it was like a monthly thing with I have a nice collection of big classics.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did just mention one, Longest Journey.
Oh, okay. That's a hell of a cover disc.
Yep, and they had the Doom one, one of the Doom ports for the 3D models, and that's basically why I discovered Doom first. And then, since I had no internet for the longest time, I basically had to ask, I think, an uncle of mine to buy me Doom. And he bought me Doom for the Game Boy Advance.
No.
And that's for the Game Boy Advance.
I mean, that port's really pretty good, based on what I hear.
Doom 1 is PS4, but Doom 2 is much better.
Yeah, because they changed developers for the Doom 2 GBA port, right?
And I think, but I'm not sure, that the Doom 1 Game Boy Advance cartridge I had was actually not genuine.
Ooh, you got that bootleg Doom.
Because it was not actually saving stuff.
Classic.
Interesting.
But I still managed to play through the entire thing. It was really enjoyable for what it was.
Oh my gosh.
Like, imagine young me basically being like, damn, I really want to play the Spin 4, I wonder what the other episodes are like.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to Exen, and I never beat it. And then I went to Exen 2 and actually beat it. I have a story for Exen 2 that is actually quite wild.
Oh, really?
Because I played Exen 2 on the PSP.
Oh, what? Like the Hammer Ethereum source port or whatever?
Yeah, it was a source port, but actually, so at the time I actually had internet. But it was the kind of internet that was like limited 50 megabytes a day.
Oof.
And I had to get to involve a second person who actually download the game for me, and to split it in parts so I could get it within 2 days.
Oh, like cut up into like separate zip files you had to like join together?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah. That's classic.
And that's why I played Exen 2. I played a bunch of stuff on the PSP back then. The PSP I have fond memories.
PSP was so cool. I mean, that and like the Vita, like they were just powerful enough that you could do something awesome emulation. Those things once you jailbroke them, like oh my gosh.
Right.
Yeah. Sony really dropped the ball when it comes to actually realizing the kind of potential they had.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see, I know
imagine
some
they didn't
secrets.
charge.
7 out of 24.
Hey, there you go.
Sorry.
Hey, it's more than 0. Yeah, imagine what the Vita could have been if they didn't charge like $7,000 for a memory card.
I don't think the memory card was. I think the memory card was.
No, personally, as a Vita owner, the memory card was definitely part of the problem.
It was so expensive, dude.
Yeah, just like it was for the PSP. But at least for the PSP, people eventually made their own ways to make a micro SD card reader essentially.
Yeah. The Vita seemed so cool, and they kept doing stupid shit around it. Yeah, I mean, do you remember the AT&T announcement at that E3 where everyone booed? They booed at the press
I
conference.
actually didn't know it.
I have
Never
one of
seen
the
that.
G3 PSPs.
Oh
PSV
man!
My
I don't know
my
what kind of
roommate at
PS
the time-
Vita I have.
Sorry.
Sorry, no, it's my fault.
I had a roommate at the time who was a second store key manager at a GameStop, and he had no interest in it, and I was like, yeah, give it here. That's how I got a backwards compatible PS3 too.
Oh yeah.
Somebody came into the
rare.
store and was going to trade it in, and they didn't accept them anymore.
What?
And so, and so my roommate had like taken it. You know what I mean? He like bought it off the guy, you know, under the table. And then when he came home, he's like, "Hey, do you want this?" And I was like, "Hey, I'll trade you my." I had a Slim at the time, and I was like, "I'll trade you this for it." And he's like, "Okay."
Oh man, that is a huge upgrade.
And I hardly use it now because I'm afraid of it dying.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, man. The backwards compatible PS3s was rarer than gold nowadays. But I mean, I ended up just getting like crazy component cables and a scaler for my PS2, and it's like, this is pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, right. Honestly,
Man, it'd be
at this
nice if we
point,
could just have
emulate it.
HDMI. Yeah, I mean, like, PS emulation is so much better than it used to be, but it still has, like, some weird idiosyncrasies.
Yep, for some, especially for specific games, yeah.
Yeah, or, like, demo discs, but, like, that's acceptable. I mean, demo discs are hard. It's unfinished code, right?
Yeah, that's fair. I didn't think about demo discs.
Yeah. I love, one of the things I love doing with my friends is we just get together, we just play a bunch of, like, PS2 demo discs, and it's just... It's so fun, but like we play with the emulation, right? So like Red Faction 2 is a recent example where like that game was super busted on emulation.
Huh.
But I mean, hey, it's not like you're missing anything. It's Red Faction 2 still.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed the demo Red Faction 2 back in the day. I thought it was neat.
Yeah, it was neat. It's just you know, it's compared to the
Final
first
game
Red
wasn't.
Faction. Yeah. God, all these power-ups are just so extravagant for the time.
Oh yeah.
This game was very much. This game was very much something back then.
I mean, it's basically a comedy game, right? Like you could probably make the argument that like this is like a comedy FPS with how like weird and wild it is.
Yeah, it's got the Tomahawk.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Tom Hall's marks are all over it just as much as anyone else on the team. Like it's basically one long dad joke.
Daily reminder: play Anachronox.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I should get back to that.
Anachronox is
should.
very good.
Daily reminder: tell Tomo to make Anachronox too.
He'd love to. It's Square who has to give him the license, which you know.
I know.
I'm sure that if they give Tomo a license, they can bounce back from their financial issues at the moment.
Oh yeah, sure.
That'll work, right?
That would be a good time to actually prompt him about it, or even remind them that he won't say that he was just gonna release the script a few years ago.
Yeah. I mean, who knows, right? There could be any kind of things. He might have lost it for all we know. Who knows?
Give me that closure.
Yeah, I know. Need the closure. Need to know what you're planning.
Plus, I'm sure I think Mark Laidlaw did that and then kind of regretted it afterwards. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, in that
That's
case,
also
it's a bit of a different beast because Half-Life fans tend to be.
We're psychotic. I know.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
As a Half-Life fan who has been absolutely feral since about 2007, yes, absolutely. Although, like, I thought Pistol 3 was cool. Like, I didn't try to like.
Yeah.
For people who just took it
personally.
Yeah. Like, this would have been me.
I like the idea that people were making, trying to make those concepts a reality.
Yeah. Because there was the Pistol 3 jam that happened like Itch, I think, at the same time, which was really neat.
Yeah.
You're doing real well.
The real problem ended up just being people are asking Valve about it, which is like, come on.
Yeah, it's like that's...
Valve kind of deserves to be slapped on the ass for a few things. But are asking them over that, no.
Yeah. RIP. Yeah, Mark Laidlaw in particular, I just feel so bad for because apparently he's trying really hard to like move away from being the Half-Life guy, but it's just apparently like I follow him on YouTube. He does like music and stuff, and like it's cool stuff, but like no one cares, and it's really sad. Like he's still putting out books, but like they don't sell because like the audiences
to begin with. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who read Dad's Nuke before, Dad's Nuke is really fucking wild. That's probably one of my favorite books that he's written pre-Half-Life. That someone should adapt Dad's Nuke. That'd probably be a good like movie to read. Just this post-apocalyptic, like Leave It to Beaver fucking thing. Oh man. It's like pre-Fallout too. It's totally like predicted the rise of like that kind of aesthetic. Highly recommend it if you're looking for a book to read. But yeah, gosh, I'm just still so amazed at how good this looks after years of like messing around like with ROTT GL and stuff, and how everything was just so. Not everything was like super wrong, but everything was just off, you know. And I mean, later on, we're gonna be playing Quake 2, and like that just goes to show, like, you know,
Quake 2 is its a new game. Like, it's so
yeah,
crazy.
it is objectively a better game. What's that?
I regret buying Quake 2 when I had the chance, because I own Quake 2. I think I still own somewhere, or my brother does, the PlayStation 1 disc. Because here's the other story. I played I didn't play the 80 games in order. Quake 2 was like one of the first because my brother basically brought it in, and we sort of played them together back then. I enjoyed Quake 2. I always thought that the PC version was basically going to be similar to that. No,
Yeah.
the PS1 version I think is better.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so? Because like I
Yeah.
like the PS1 version. I think it's neat as hell, but like
I
don't know.
Maybe it's a bit of a nostalgia also speaking about it, but I think that it was more consistent.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the PS1 and N64 ports benefited from like having to scale back the way the game is structured, like the hub-based structure, right? So like I get that, but I think Quake 64 is the better one personally.
Well, what I'm about to say is not true.
Okay.
It still felt like it was that Quake 1 on PS1 was actually better looking, which was not. It was more consistently looking. I think
you know what?
Quake,
I can see that.
Quake 2 on OpenGL, I think looked like, you know that one issue that you have nowadays in modern games where you have a bunch of shitty effects on screen that just are there for the sake of being there?
Yeah,
Quake
RTX
2
stuff.
Yeah, Quake 2 GL basically to me feels like that.
Yeah, I can kind of see where you're coming from. Plus, like the limited texture memory of 3D cards at the time meant like when you switched to OpenGL, the textures kind of they got real smushy.
So I feel that's basically being addressed from Quake 2's hands.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I love the look of Quake 1, or sorry, not Quake 1, Quake 2 PS1, because like the way they pulled that game off is super interesting. I know DF Retro did a video on it like years ago, but like it's such an interesting port.
Fun fact about Quake 2 Enhanced: it doesn't use BSP anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently it's grid-based, sector-based. I forget what this specifically described.
Well, that's insane. I should ask someone about how they did that.
Yes, you should. Yes, you should.
What's good, Neo Worm? Playing some Rise of Triad, Ludicrous Edition. Just chilling out. ROTTAcon's trying to make a tricky jump. Yeah, I played a lot of Quake 2 on the PS1, even though like I had it for PC because I got a PS1. So I had a PS1 3 times. I had one in '97 that my brother left in the forest because he got high.
In the forest.
Yes.
That's no place to play Spyro.
It absolutely is not, and especially if you tell your kid brother, "Hey, I'm going to, come back with all these games. You let me borrow your PS1 for a night." And I'm like, "Okay, big bro, I believe you." And then you come back the next day, and there's no PS1 with you. And, like, keep in mind, this is like before the price cut, so it was like a full price PS1. And yeah, he left it in the forest. And I remember
my god.
going with my dad the next day to go look for it. You've encountered the PS1 of the forest. What do you do?
So how high was he? How high?
Extremely stoned.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
something to think about. That is
Yep.
something to think about.
Yep. Not as funny as we did to my PS2 later on. We just shoved a sandwich in the expansion port because he was high, but like, he's a real character, my brother. But anyway, so then I got a PS1 again. This is where like the PSONE, which I love the PSONE. It's such a cool design. I got that in.
Why did you call it like that? Why did you
Yes,
call
what
it
it is,
ONE?
it's like the slimmer one.
Yeah, the
that's
curved
like
one.
It's a white instead of a gray.
You can attach a monitor to like it. It's so neat. It's so much smaller. I wish I still had it, but I just sell it like ages ago. But I got that in 2000 for Christmas, along with Duty Nukem Time to Kill and 2 very bad James Bond games. My parents were like, "Don't ask us for PS2. It's too expensive. But here's this." It's like, all right, cool. And I ended up getting Quake 2 for that the next year because I went to like a used game store and they had it for like $30. And then yeah, I played a lot of that like a split screen with my buddy Dan. Because like we couldn't play split screen on the PC obviously, but we played a lot of that and Time to Kill multiplayer on the PS1. And yeah, it's just so interesting the way they like that era of ports of PC games to console was such an era of like adaptation and interpretation that like it's just so lost nowadays. Like there was an art to that shit. I miss it so much. I think we haven't
I'm not
had
as
that.
nostalgic about that. Like I can be like
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it sucked. It totally sucked sometimes because, like, you'd think they were gonna get one game, especially because they use like, screenshots in their version, like on the box cover, and then you get it and like, wait, no, this blows ass.
Yeah, right. This is just some kind of render.
Yeah.
I'd say that would be very impossible to pull off nowadays. Like there is a reason also why consoles basically have very similar hardware nowadays, because
Totally. It's all costs.
yeah, like I think was it Sony that was trying to be really different with their hardware and ended up biting them in the ass?
Yeah,
The
they
Xbox
use a cell
360 was,
processor for PS3.
and it was a better one in the long run, technically speaking. But
Technically
no one
speaking,
was
yeah.
capable of working with it, so they went with
Yeah.
the Xbox 360 instead, which
Yeah.
bit Sony in the ass. And then, well, we had the Xbox One and PS4, which were very similar one with the other.
If
Which-
if you don't have internet
Easy.
connection, your product for you. It's called the Xbox 360. Thank you, Dom Mattrick, for killing an entire console platform. Very kind of you.
Hey, I think it did a good thing.
I mean, in a way, he kind of did because like that paved the road for like the current Microsoft, which like for as many problems I have with Microsoft and corporations of that size in general, like they've been a lot more willing to try out new ways of doing things because they have to. Like if they were still in leadership, there's no way that we have got like Master Chief Collection on PC and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, 360 PS3 ports just for a hot minute.
Republican
Bayonetta.
bonus? What the fuck?
Oh, the 90s. Is that because like you use like all the weapons or something? Yeah, Bayonetta on PS3 is like the most famous example, but there were so many examples of 360 PS3 ports just being completely garbage.
But yeah, it would be really, really fucking hard for the same kind of death cycle that was going on with games back then to go on with this.
True.
Like,
Oh, hey, Trenchus in the audience. I'll invite you up. Hey, Tarantula.
hi.
I thought it was something. I saw that it was like, oh, somebody needed some help with the interface and microphone things. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. For the...
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, it's it's all about how much. I have said this. I say this with guns. It's like violence practice. All right. Do not buy poopy gun and expect poopy gun to not blow up on you at some point in time. Okay? Buy poopy gun to put in your truck or your boat, and if the boat tips over and the gun gets sunk into the bottom of the whatever, it wasn't a timber. Actually, you could throw a timber over because of garbage, but overpriced. Anyway, yeah, it's always about price here and that kind of stuff. But speaking of that, Don Mattrick is an ass.
Yeah, and he faced no consequences for it too. For those of you who don't know, Tarantula is one of our leads on the sound team for DNF, and yeah, I don't think we've had you on a stream before, like a public stream.
Should have been crushed
So-
there, and I wasn't.
Uh-oh. Good old Don Mattress.
Yeah, Don Mattrick, who tried. He was like, well, okay, we're gonna do the controllers thing. So he's the one that championed the Connect, and the problem is they went, oh wait, the Connect's too expensive with the hardware it needs to actually properly track people. So we're gonna offload all of that tracking instead of the hardware that was built for it to the 360 processor.
Great idea, fantastic idea.
Yeah.
If you're a clown.
Yeah. And so only the simplest games, the ones that actually take advantage of certain elements. So the new Connect, which if you can find one, they are fantastic for motion tracking.
Dance Central.
Yeah. I've added those to my Unreal arsenal for motion tracking because they're really good.
Yeah, because you work in VR, right? As your day job.
Yeah, technically maybe my permanent day job.
Oh, very cool.
Is VR. It's basically setting up VR headsets and troubleshooting software and helping executives, look at a VR version of spreadsheets. I guess I don't know what the hell this job is.
That's the metaverse, baby.
They're all like 1,000 years behind when it comes to this. Anybody in the C-suite doesn't know what the hell they're doing.
Fucking A.
They're still stuck in the 90s.
Oh god, if only they knew what they were saying. Like, we need to bring back virtuality. We need to bring back Dactyl Nightmare.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid. And even then, it was for a financial organization. I was doing that for a financial organization. Like, we're talking about our technology. Here's our mixed reality lab, and I'm in there. I'm just like, hello.
Oh my god. What if H&R Block, you can file your taxes in VR and you were a furry?
Yeah, we demoed the only thing we did was we created a little hole, a little zone to demo stuff, and it was mostly just for monitoring for other things, going and being able to visit a virtual branch, speak to someone in a virtual branch instead of having to leave your house and just go into virtual branch and apply for a loan and go to a virtual branch. And I'm like, can we do half of this shit online?
It's like this is a web page you're talking about.
90% of this is online. No, this is amazing. This is amazing. We have to do it this way. I'm sorry for stepping on anybody who's Italian. This is Italian and Swiss people kind of thinking this is but yeah.
I'm listening. I'm staring.
I don't. I'm not ripping on Italians per se. I rip on the Swiss more. Because
It's
Italians.
Italian-American discrimination.
My wife's family is all Italian. Her mother and all that side of the family is Italian.
My
They're
best
all
friend's
Italian.
black. I can't be racist.
I'm not gonna. And they're the ones that tell the worst jokes. They're more racist than the rednecks in my family, so that's why it's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm glad to be here. I don't know why I'm.
We're just chilling out, you know.
Okay.
One thing. Were the crushers being really weird to you, Alex? Look, they were just like pushing you around.
Oh yeah,
killing you
no,
on
no.
screen.
I should have died a million times, and I did.
Yeah,
not because
I was
the
watching
Crushers
that.
Just did not give a fuck. Yeah,
Very strange.
yeah. This level's been weird.
Yeah. Simon the Digger says we need to find the tree of these coolest dipshit wags that just keep falling out of and burn it. Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Well, if you want to find its roots, you should stare at that entity called Unity. Just to spot it.
Oh boy.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
gonna
Ballad of John Riccatello continues. When's Chris Remo gonna update that song? Where my idle thumbs heads at?
the amount of people that have basically said, well, we're just going to drop it and figure out whatever our next game is going to be. It's been funny.
Yep. I saw Johnny Ravioli. I saw one of the architects of the Kex engine actually on Twitter being just like, it's a great day to really understand why you make your own engine as hard as it is.
On the other hand, Unreal has their Unreal Showcase going on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well timed.
It's an actual like jam, like a showcase jam. So you can make a project in Unreal and show it off. And maybe, Tim will come to your house, sit down on a little tiny chair in a tiny, tiny room, and he'll talk to you.
Hey Tim, buddy, there's this game we're working on called the Restoration Project. Could we have a little license, please? Thank you.
Did you open source Unreal Engine 1, buddy? Be real kind to you.
Can you
Great
give us
day
a
for it.
license, please? Thank you.
You're gonna have to ask the Chinese that actually own Epic about that. Tencent owns how much of Epic now?
Yeah. That's funny though. I mean, it's like how well timed that is, and just like I also saw that like a lot of mobile developers are refusing to use like the Unity ad service or like Iron Source or any of that stuff. They're turning all that shit off.
Yeah.
In protest, which is like hell yeah. You love to see it. You love to see that kind of thing.
They just cranked that stuff, some of that stuff on for some reasons.
Yeah.
I got rid of Mighty Doom because they started, the developers gatekeeping content by basically sponging everything.
Oh, really?
Right? So.
Is that like a mobile term, like sponging?
Yeah, I mean they're making extremely spongy enemies. They take, even though it's just a way of them making money. It's just a way of making money in mobile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you take the next level and you make it 4 times more difficult, and people will spend money to try to get through it, to try to upgrade their weapons, upgrade everything, and so they smash the players' capabilities down. Every enemy that was on the last level you were on, that was just one shotgun blast and they explode, is now taking 4 or 5 and they're nothing but fodder. So,
Wow.
Yeah, they did that for Mighty Doom. Embarrassed a few mobile games that actually played. That wasn't one.
I mean, like usually Doom's a name you can trust.
Well, Not anymore.
It's a mobile Bethesda game.
I know, but it's like, damn.
But honestly,
I mean,
That-
that was one strat.
I feel like
Not
playing that
Mario,
game
not
for like an hour, you can tell that's
Yeah,
what
but-
like the game's gonna be like.
Yeah.
It's a cute game. It's
Yeah, I
fun,
mean it's a fun time waster. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's when they when they went back and said, okay, well the developer explanation was maybe you should spend more money.
Wow.
Cool.
No.
Have you tried not being poor?
I'm like, no, dude, I have my character's maxed, all my weapons are maxed, everything's maxed. I can't go any further. Every time that I go over a level, it just loops me.
Wow.
I'm level 80 again. I'm level 80 again. I'm level 80 again. Oh, you max level? Oh, you're level 80 again. And you can burn through all the other stuff, which you try to burn through. Some of the stuff it's a bit cheesy. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I know the whole point of making mobile games is now just to force people to spend money.
It's sad because there was a time, I had an iPod Touch when it came out, and like the App Store back then was like, it seemed so much more exciting and vibrant, and just like the people were making new stuff all the time that could only be done on phones
You can turn
and
your
touch
iPad
screens.
into a gun. Yeah.
Exactly.
You can drink
That's
beer
so
with your
fun.
iPad Touch. Or
You
iPod
have
Touch.
fart noises on command.
Yeah. That's all I remember about it.
I remember there was a gay detector on there and it stayed on the App Store for years.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's like, oh, just kind of the dumbest shit possible, but we're gonna leave it on here anyway. But now,
What's the terms of service anyway?
I mean, to be
Hey, as
fair,
long as you're
it's
not-
like early 2000s, so
Yeah.
yeah, that was that's about that point in time where everything was kind of like,
When was that one political game that was like you have to like silence terrorism, but you do it by like blowing up innocents in like a Palestinian town or something, and then Apple was like, you can't do
No.
this.
that was an Israeli game. That was an Israeli created game. I remember.
Yeah, I remember that being like the first one that Apple was like, you cannot do this, and they're like, actually, we're doing this as like an artistic statement, like this is like legitimate. And they were like,
Yeah.
you still can do this, but like, yet the app that just calls you or your friends gay, that's a-okay.
That's fine. That
come
one's
on, that's
fine.
just comedy.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
political.
No, there's no politics involved. It's like with Unity now, because if somebody actually go back and look at all the people that are behind this on the boards,
What's a little defense contracts between friends,
it gets funnier. I just said shut up. I was like, I'm not saying a damn word about this. It's like, I'm gonna get in trouble, and somebody's gonna get mad, and that's why the Unity thing is really funny.
Yep.
Uh,
Neoworm says, geez, I'm sure glad instant kill lava walls aren't something we have to contend with in our daily lives. Wait, you don't? Because, like, I wake up at a dodge lava wall every day, man.
You should try living on the sun.
Feels like it sometimes. Remember the $10,000 app that did nothing but show a screen that says, I'm rich? That
Yep.
does ring a bell.
yep.
Dear God.
Which, speaking of living on the sun, how do you think Unity can jettison their whole thing? How do you
can.
think they can pull it off? Like,
They can.
what would you do? Run out after this gigantic fuck up, instead of just sacking your board?
Watch RoboCop 2.
I mean, that's a good answer for anything.
Watch RoboCop 2 because that has the funniest line in any movie. When
We're gonna need our best spin team for this one.
oh yeah, Johnson, this looks bad for OCP. Get our best spin team on this.
Yeah, I think there's no spinning this. There's no way out of this other than, oh wow, okay. Maybe this port still needs a bit of work. That's
They literally have blown away any kind of trust they had with developers.
Yeah.
Now it's gone.
Crushers are just being real nice to you today. Yeah, it's your first time, so they're being kind.
Oh.
Sorry, go on.
No, there was listening to Anton from H3VR talk about.
Oh, yeah. Anton Hand.
Yeah, he was very frustrated. On his Twitter, he was like just pissed off. In the video, he was just kind of talking about the generalization of it, how it sucks, and how everything's retroactive, where the install levels are retroactive. The moment that you can, at this point, you're going to be able to weaponize game installations if you don't like a developer.
Yep.
I honestly think that the bigs are going to be the ones who fight this. It's not going to be everybody from. I wish that would actually work, but it's going to be people like.
Yeah, MiHoYo is probably going to switch to Unreal. I bet.
They're going to. Nintendo's going to put pressure. They're going to say like, no, you're not doing this.
Yeah, because like they have the resource to either spin their own tech or say absolutely not, we're not giving you a cent. And then like Unity could do sweetheart deals for them, but like, why would you? Why would you give them like those kinds of deals when they can change their mind at the drop of a hat and just like force you to pay for it? Like it's just
they've got a history of basically saying fuck you.
Basically, yeah.
They did it back in the 80s.
Game Genie?
No, this is further back. This is back when Donkey Kong came out, and they got sued by Universal.
Right, yes.
And the CEO of Universal said that along the lines of he saw litigation as a profit margin, profit center or something like that. And the judge was just like, no. And turns out King Kong was out of authority, copyright.
Public domain, baby!
Yep, and that was a big win for Nintendo. They got money. They managed to actually wrangle money out of Universal.
And now they put out the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah, which is, I guess, and it's just like Sonic's on every Nintendo console since freaking fans. So, I mean, that's kind of the way it was before. They had. I remember the story about Peter Main, the marketing director for Nintendo, and Tom Kalinske nearly getting into a fist fight.
Oh, yeah.
In Vegas.
Oh, that was like outside in Vegas.
No, they were in an elevator.
Okay.
And they were arguing, and they were basically just crashing each other. And I think it was. I'm not sure if it was one of the guys complained or was somebody else was between and said like, guys, can you not try to murder each other, please? And they almost killed each other. So that was nice. But Sega really was doing pretty well up to the point that Japan said, oh, we're not doing as well as Sega USA, we're taking that.
Real quick, I need to interrupt for a moment. Otacon, you forgot to start the event in the Discord. You want me to?
Yeah, sure. I didn't know how many people had signed up for it, but yeah, definitely.
There we go.
Yeah, that was a big deal. So I highly recommend if you haven't read it, Console Wars.
I have my copy on my bookshelf right now. The movie is also, not the movie, but the documentary is really good too.
Did they make a documentary?
Yeah, on Paramount Plus.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
It got me to listen. Its soundtrack is like key to like the years of the day, and at one point they play Two Princes, and that was stuck in my head for like the next like week, and I hated that documentary for it, but it's still pretty good.
I saw them live too.
Oh man.
Spin Doctors, yeah.
Yep.
They thankfully, everything they played a little bit of their new album, their other album, their song. They had a great live show, but that new album is just like, nah. Anyway,
Yeah.
off topic. I don't know what's going to happen in the community. It's kind of scary now because we have so much stuff that's I've got games that I've worked on in the community.
Yeah.
I guess it's just like I've jumped back into working on the field. Since we are at a work stoppage right now because of strike. That's it the video game. Yeah.
Oh shit! You got the fucking robots. These are assholes.
What are we talking about? Right now, I'm just laughing about current events. Yeah, man.
ROTTacon's just playing Rise of Triad. I mean, like, again, we're just hanging out.
Yeah.
No real, like, there's nothing, no real structure today except for just, like, what games you're going to play. So, like, don't feel obligated, like, stay on topic or anything.
Yeah,
We're just
and I mean,
chilling out.
if people have questions about Duke and stuff like that, we're still definitely
Yeah,
down
yeah,
that
for
kind
sure.
of stuff too. But yeah, we're just kind
Oh,
of.
wait, Daniel's in the
Mortal
audience
Kombat
today.
1. I was playing Mortal Kombat 1 this morning.
Oh,
Until
nice.
They decided to patch the server.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's normal. That's a normal weekend thing, right? Let's patch the servers. Yeah. You know, and then everybody starts posting. Where's the middle of my game? And it's gone. All my custom crap's gone. What's wrong? Yeah, it's and WB just did their. I figured they have about the same patching schedule that most companies do, which is okay. Tuesdays are some companies, yes. Usually,
Oh, that's
I'm an
Tuesday for a
MMO
reason.
kid.
okay. For the bigger companies, it's or I'm not saying bigger companies, but
Fire.
for other companies, it's always the weekends. Like because the official launch tomorrow, yes. The official launch is the 19th, isn't it? Or the beta.
I'm surprised it's even out. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Well, no, you could play it if you bought the deluxe edition of it.
Pay us more to play early edition.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Fair.
I paid extra to get all of the content to get Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah, which
It looks so fun. I'm so glad he's, like, having fun with that role. Even if it's, like, a little skin role. Like, he looks like he's having a good time.
yeah, he's got lots of little quips from his movies. You know, I'm sure they'll add a few more things. It's kind of sad that they did not get Carrie
Hoskins.
Carrie Tamagawa.
Okay.
Didn't get him, bring him back.
Oh, really?
They did not bring him back.
Aw.
For Shang Tsung, even though Shang Tsung looks like a living.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah. Opinions on Megan Fox's performance?
I saw the trailer and I thought, like, oh, okay, this might be fun. Like, she's better than the last time they brought in a celebrity to voice a main character, which was, you know, very low bar, extremely low bar.
Yeah.
But it sounds like someone pointed out that apparently, like, she doesn't even do all her lines. Like, most of her lines are done by someone else. She does, like, story things, but, like, it's not actually Megan Fox the entire time. It's her and another voice actress who, like, it's kind of sad, really, because it sounds like the voice actress is actually way better than Megan Fox. So I can easily see a world where just, like, I bet a year from now they patch it and they're like, oh hey, we lost the rights to Megan Fox, but we got this lady instead, and the game's probably better for it.
They didn't get Anthony Starr to voice Homer.
Really? That's a choice.
That is, he is currently not listed.
I wonder if that's because of the strike.
It is.
Okay, well, you know what? That makes sense then.
Can you still be listed
Man.
for your credited for your work though? That seems
Well,
wild.
no. It would be. They probably were. If I was going to say they were still. I mean, they're going to be up to the line. We all know this about that. Building games. You're up to like the last minute and stuff. Whatever. The voice work would have been done months ago.
Right.
And I'm guessing that they couldn't come to a agreement. So, sound alike. There's the guy who did the VO, the VA work for Death Battle. Coming in. He does a pretty good parody or voice so it's kind of lame because they did get almost the
J.K. Simmons.
Thank you, J.K. Simmons.
Very different J.K.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
I would say superior J.K.
We got J.K. Rowling to voice Omni-Man. Whoa.
Oh no. Don't ask her about certain subjects. She will threaten libel.
Yes. But overall,
Trans rights.
Overall the game is actually quite good. At playing it. The story is good. I like it. I like the concept.
I know Joe was once again disappointed how they treated Jax in the story. I mean, like, no spoilers. Don't go into detail, but like,
no, he got his arms back.
oh wow, okay,
He's got his arms are au natural.
wow.
So
Well, I mean, I guess because it's a reboot, right? That makes
we're
sense.
getting Mortal Kombat 2 Jax.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff. Like, I don't know. I originally watched a stream of the first parts of the story, and then I started playing the story. But it's good.
Yeah.
It's definitely good. Tony Stark's house makes a cameo appearance in it.
Yeah, as Johnny's house, right?
Yeah, Johnny Cage's house.
That's so funny. The Switch port is so fucking funny to me, according to Big Bean. Honestly, that Switch port looks amazing. Like, they just turned off the graphics. Like, I love that they turned off facial animations. It's so good. It looks like they're playing like one step above like Quake 3 Pro graphic settings. Like it's beautiful. A+.
Yeah, that was some messed up stuff when they started talking about how they could manage the 11-bit Switch, and it was like, oh yeah, the backgrounds aren't actually 3D.
Yeah, I mean that's smart.
Right.
So I bet that port's gonna make absolute bank.
So, and after I bought 11 and I started noticing that, and I still had a Switch, and I was going, wait, what the fuck? Why that's not moving. Those aren't, there's no, they did a little bit of layering work, like the thing we always got really excited about on the 16-bit platform where you had multiple layers.
Oh, like parallax scrolling?
Yeah, the scrolling. So there's a little bit of parallax scrolling there to make you think it doesn't exist.
That's awesome. That's so cool. They would actually go to the lengths to do that. That's so rad.
That was like, I think it was, there was a conversation that went on between them and Machine Games when they were talking about when they had the translations of Wolfenstein, Order.
Oh, so was it Panic Button who ported it?
Yeah. And
Okay.
They talked a lot about kind of pullback. So now that we've had, and I'm sure the audience has heard about it, that we've heard the movie of the Bridge 2 and what it's going to look like, and that they've shown some demos of like the Matrix cool thing that they pulled off everything now.
Yeah, it doesn't even work anymore. Yeah.
You can't play it anymore, which sucks. The only thing you can do is.
I saw someone speculating it's because that Warner Brothers is planning to bury that franchise because Matrix 4 didn't do well, which, like, yeah, it was never going to do well because it's not really a movie that is supposed to do well from the very inception. It's a movie that is, like, designed to, like, shit on your bed, basically.
It's it's kind of a boring movie. That's the sad. Sad thing. That should never happen for an action.
I love Matrix 4, actually. Like, the action is bad, but you don't... It's almost like... I don't know. I feel like you could do so many meta readings of that movie where it's like, oh, is the action bad because it's supposed to be like a commentary on just how bad action has gotten in Hollywood? Because, like, everything in that movie is a commentary, and I was eating that shit up. Like, anytime there was people talking, I was enthralled. Whenever there was, like, fighting, it was just like, this is really dull.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, but
you need to say it for John Wick, right? You can't have Keanu doing incredible action moves in 2 movies in the same year.
I want a John Wick video game. All right, let's.
I mean, there is one. There's a turn-based one.
Yep.
A turn-based one?
Where?
Yeah,
John Wick X.
Yeah, the one by oh god, who's the guy who did it? It was Bithell. Was it Bithell? Bithell Games?
John Wick
X.
What?
Yeah, I think it's only on Epic Game Store, to be honest. And then if you really want to go nuts, you can play Payday 2.
I forgot for a moment that you actually have John.
You can play as John Wick in Payday 2 and Tony Montana.
They did, Andrew. They actually did have a game that they talked about March 9th. Okay, so there's an actual game coming.
Oh yeah, he was in Fortnite too, Daniel. Good point.
Okay, so Hatchet is the tactical role-playing game.
Hold on, there's also the sniper game, the John Wick sniper game, VR. I don't even know if it's around anymore.
Oh, true. Oh, hey, Chew's in the audience.
Oh jeez.
Oh, be nice.
Oh jeez.
Hey, Chew.
Oh jeez.
I'm just
Hi, Chew.
Otacon, what do you say to after this level switching to some Quake 2?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Alright, I think I could
that myself.
Good hour Rise of Triad.
Yeah, I want to try to finish up the entire first act here, but I think I have another like 8 levels.
Yeah. But I mean, this port does seem like, you know, some bugs aside with the crushers and stuff, seems pretty damn solid. Like, this seems like an easy recommend.
The crushers definitely weren't solid.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's the problem.
You set that up for me?
I mean, listen, it launches, it doesn't crash constantly like other ports, so it's already got a list like that. But yeah, this is some
multiple music soundtracks, like
yeah. Oh, we haven't even touched the new campaign, have we?
No.
Yeah, I mean, like there's also the old Z-Doom campaign in here, that converted to work with Rise of Triad. Like, this is a feature-packed edition, and there's still like updates coming, and it's coming to consoles later this month, I think, on like the 26th. Yeah, it's coming to Switch, PS4, Xbox.
Yeah, they had to.
It was crossplay too.
Severely, the Mortal Kombat 1 for Switch.
Yeah.
They had to.
All right.
To get it to work. And
I'm gonna be.
Maintained either. So.
Yeah. I'm gonna be right back in like 5 minutes, and then yeah, we'll just rail each other for the next hour. All right, be right back.
If it makes the next hour go faster, by all means.
Let's see. They're doing closer from the cinematics as well. I don't know if none of the cinematics were in real time. The switching is much better than what it was in Mortal Kombat 11. I would say that.
What do you mean by switching? That you can tag teams and
Well,
stuff like
when
that?
you see, everything's
It's like a map
massive,
this level.
the biggest reason, the reason why they have them massive installed because they have every fatality, and every and certain brutalities and other stuff that are too crushing for the physics engine to run, so they are actually video files that play back. And just like a lot of so all the fatalities, for example, are video files.
Interesting.
All the story elements are video files. And they have gotten really good at switching between those files. So if you're running it like an ultra resolution, I've managed to get it running 1440p ultra on my PC. With DLSS, it looks fine. Without DLSS, it looks fine. It runs fine. So no hitches after doing a little bit of operation. You need to have a fast drive to run it. It needs to be running on.
It's absolutely fucking wild that an actual fighting game can keep good frame rate and requires an NVMe SSD.
That's just for streaming in story elements and for the video streaming for as long as you do the texture build, the shader build before you play, then yeah, it's fine.
I mean,
yeah,
that entire circumstance to me sounds like it's a real bloated game.
it's just part of, I guess. I'm not being apologetic for it. I'm saying that this is like a lot of big games where they're having to have shader builds. Just, I mean, you have Street Fighter 6 is the same way. You need to actually let the shaders build before you play. And if you go into a new area that you have access to, it's going to glitch. Because the shaders are doing compiled right. The characters actually look like shit if the shaders don't compile. The engine doesn't look. The engine looks fantastic when you're playing, but you're having, say, for example, a random conversation with a character. They don't look anything like they did when you're actually fighting, because everything's being, essentially the process is being spread out.
I return.
Hello.
October. Look at your Steam.
ISO.
No
Don't worry.
excuses.
ISO.
All right.
Oh,
Doing it
made it.
with you now. Are we going to be running our own server for this?
Huh.
Well,
Let's see if there's any online servers that we can. Of course, I approve all of your property, all of this stuff. I accept.
Far Cry is on sale, so if you want to play Far Cry, I guess 1.
All right.
In VR, I guess you can get it.
One
Yeah,
second.
there it is. $2. $2
Let's instigate.
For what?
for the original Far Cry, and you can play it in VR.
Oh wow.
So that
All right.
they were working on trying to get Crysis to work in VR, and everybody just gave up on it.
So I
Oh,
would
Meg.
normally, yes, I would say I would host a server and do this, but the catch is that I was not prepared for that. So
Uh-oh.
I'm just saying. I mean, I guess we can try this. Hang on. I mean, let's see how. 8 people, huh? Let's see if this will just work. Nice. Well, everyone's gonna see this, so that's what it is. I think I just invited you, ETPC.
Yo, let's go. All right. Let's absolutely rock.
I don't see you online in October.
Oh, you. Hold on. I don't tend to set myself online as a light.
Oh, gotcha.
There.
Okay, I don't know. We should probably use a map list and shuffle maps. I don't know anything about anything
Sure.
here. We'll do
I'm
10
down for that.
minutes, 20 frags. All the rest of this is probably fine. Yeah.
How is Quake 2 5 gigs?
Because it's all remastered stuff.
Quake was Quake 1. What did they do? Wow, they must have done a fuck ton because it's like 4 times.
Oh, they've done a ridiculous amount of stuff to this game.
Looks like other people on the outside can join too. That's cool.
Nice.
Okay.
So yeah, if you have Quake 2 and you want to join us. Oh, it does show your friends list, though.
Yeah, yeah. Not much I can really do about that.
Oh,
Can I
well.
name the map something? Or name the server something? It doesn't look like it.
No, because it's not a dedicated server. It's all lobby stuff. I did talk to a friend of mine on the team, and I get it's a engine limitation because, like, the Kex engine cannot operate headless, so it doesn't really use dedicated servers, but it's something they do want to get working eventually.
Gotcha. Well, I invited you for when you're able to play. I'm just going to start it.
Yeah, let's rock.
It's okay, ask the member of the team about how they managed to remove BSP. Wink wink.
Auspicious start. Yo, what's up, Big Bean?
Now the
Oh
dream
my
has
God.
just become...
This becomes snack talk now.
And how much?
This is what it's all about right here.
See, and this is what I mean too about, like, yeah, having this pistol be projectile based is kind of a pain in the ass, but it like also completely changes the game, you know.
Yep.
Still interested in maybe doing that. At least checking it out.
Nothing wrong with experimenting.
And I think ours would probably be faster than this too. It would shoot faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, take a look at these damn models, by the way. These weapon models are absolutely absurdly good looking. Like the enhanced ones.
Right.
Azura Midsummer did such a good job on these. Oh my gosh.
I saw that somebody was working on taking the pickup versions and making them the first person models too. Because the third pickup ones are a little more high res.
Oh yeah. Oh, got the super shotgun. The other thing I don't like about this version is that because they changed the way player models work, I can't be Peter Griffin in Quake 2, which huge downgrade. Dude, there was a day back in like the early aughts, I had an absurd amount of player models for Quake 2, including like some really like screechy anime ones that were amazing.
Checks out.
They just screeched in like 8-bit Japanese every time they died. It was incredibly funny. What's up, Czar? Welcome to the Killing Fields. Also, there's a vinyl print of this soundtrack coming that I pre-ordered that shit. 180 gram Quake 2 soundtrack. I'll have
You
some of
actually
that.
have the means to listen to vinyl.
Yeah.
I will send you them after this match. I'll actually post them in No Mic.
I have multiple ways to listen to vinyl even.
You actually have vinyl players.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a vinyl player, yeah. I have a record player.
They made a comeback.
Yeah, huge comeback.
You just go and look for the used players that are nice, as opposed to the new ones, which are
Mid.
Oh! Oh!
or at least
Oh,
mid,
oh,
or
oh.
You're gonna have to spend like $1,000 or more for hunting.
I think mine's an Audio Technica record player. It's rock solid.
Yep. AT
Love that
stopped
damn thing. Whoop!
selling their direct drive for quite a while. That was their biggest thing. It was like,
Oh!
you can't find.
Dover
a
is now
cassette
playing
player
Quake
with it
2.
anymore. I don't know why people release this. The only ones that can get it are junk. And it's a collectible.
What's that? I can barely hear you.
Oh, talking about why the people are releasing like some groups are releasing soundtracks on cassette, and all the cassette players that are being made that have been made for like the past 5 years are using the same mechs. They're using the same mechanisms. They're junk. So you're gonna have to buy a older, cassette deck if you actually want to collect cassettes.
I mean, I feel like ever since Guardians of the Galaxy brought back cassettes, it's just been like that.
If only it actually brought back the Zoom.
Yeah. And now, like, vinyl's getting really expensive again, too, because, what is it, Lana Del Rey ate up, like, all of Universal's supply of vinyl to print her new album, and, like, it just raised. Because I remember looking for buying a vinyl copy of Nine Inch Nails' album, and I was like, oh, this is like $80 now. This isn't fun anymore.
Everybody got into it. Once everybody gets into it, all the prices go up. It's like trying to collect DVDs again.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
Are collecting Blu-rays right now. Trying to get. There's so many. It's got to the point where the people are. That since the company
Oh my God.
locking away their stuff.
I'm out of here. Fuck that.
It's kind of like, well, I'll just go and get it on Blu-ray, or get
No.
whatever I can. Like finding old horror movies that had they found the best copy possible and they transferred it over to Blu-ray. It's not fixed. Nothing is. No, it's just like the person that's holding on to the 70mm print of Captain EO.
Mm-hmm.
Like, would you mind scanning that, please?
What's that beeping noise keeps happening?
That's me trying to switch to a weapon I don't have ammo for.
Oh!
Disney has it. They got a scan of it.
Oh!
Who else has it?
Oh, October, I just humiliated your ass.
I was looking for Death Race 2000.
Oh, great movie. Fantastic
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, awesome Roger Corman movie. First, I think it's the first appearance of Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, I think so. Because he was like... Was he even in SAG-AFTRA at that point? Is that how he got his SAG cards for that movie?
Holy shit.
Let me see. Because that's a good question.
Ooh!
Aside from the porno he was in.
Yeah, exactly.
That one. Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
Oh,
paid
man.
$200 for that. For 2 days' work. It's apparently a softcore porn. Okay.
Yeah. Man, it's like 1998 all up in here. This is great.
Especially the latency.
He had like
Yeah.
for a little while, he had a like a mild porn career. He failed to get an extra job in The Godfather. Had an uncredited appearance in MASH.
Oh,
so
man.
this was
Oh,
right.
man. Oh, man. This is
Yeah,
bad.
right prior to Rocky, 76 was Rocky. So he was did Farewell, My Lovely, Capone, Death Race 2000, and he was also supposedly in Mandingo, which is really funny. I don't know if I'd actually put that in my library or not because it's such a
Yeah, I wouldn't. There's definitely movies that are like interesting in like their production, their history, but like, would I want them in my library? I don't know.
I don't know. I had the Criterion version of Sallow. I have that movie just in case I need to get people to leave the house.
Oh my god. I refuse to watch Solo still. My dad saw Solo in the theater and he's told me about like how by the end of the viewing he was the only one left in the theater.
I don't know if it was. I think it's just like it's a weird movie, and it's vile, but it's
Yeah. Don't get into detail, I will say, because we are on Twitch.
I'm not going to touch it. I just said that we had the Bearded Man, a bunch of friends, since we like bad movies. We got one of them worked at a t-shirt shop, so we got Bearded Man on a t-shirt.
Oh my gosh.
We got a black and white print of him and the word piss on there, and that was it.
That's great.
That's just a reference, and people would not know. They're like, "Is that a band?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, the band Piss. Yeah.
That's a band. Yeah, because there were bands like Fucked Up Toes and Bicycle Thief and a bunch of other shit. So I was like, well, yeah.
Oh,
the band's called
bad
Piss.
start.
Yeah, no problem.
Hang on, we need to do something real quick.
And I think my friend's punk band, they used one of the as part of the poster. So that was fun.
How do I... Is there a way I can, like, re-enable item flashes when I pick things up? Because not having them is weird. Uh-oh. Oh, ping! Ping! Hold out, server.
Sucks.
I mean, do you want me to host it? I'd probably get better ping. Because you're on Wi-Fi, right? Or you're on hard connection?
Oh, not only am I on Wi-Fi, I'm like super. Like I'm in a room where my router like doesn't line.
All right.
I didn't even.
Do you want me to host it after this? I can do that because I got like a fiber hard connection.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I would host it on my server, but I don't know. Like, can I run? You said I can't run a dedicated server.
No, not yet. It's something that they're working on because it's just they didn't build the engine in that way. They didn't expect like that to be a thing. But something that they do plan on adding. Yeah.
I'm getting my mother-in-law to watch Death Race 2000.
Like Carmageddon after.
No. Because she's like super, I don't watch R-rated movies. But I figured I could probably draw her in with it being a 70s movie. And the cheeseball level in it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we got her. I got her. I unfortunately messed up because we watched. We had like a movie thing every once in a while. Since it's kind of a way for her to come over to the house, and my wife and her don't get along all the time, so the movie night is the way we've been able to kind of work that out. And so the last time we had her over, she watched The Meg, and I'm so stupid that I realized a few minutes before we watched it that I read this book. And
hey Tarantula, can you do me a huge favor? Sorry to interrupt. Check to see if there's been any questions or anything in or in the Twitch chat Just want to make sure if people are having questions that like we're not just
I'm reading
ignoring them.
Right now, the Twitch chat. Oh, do I need to go? Do I need to go actually go to Twitch?
Yeah,
was just-
twitch.tv/LiquidOtacon.
Yeah, the last thing
Okay.
that was said was just Bean saying that the remaster Quake 2 really turned their opinion around on that, which
Oh,
I
yeah.
can totally
Yeah.
agree.
I have a friend who is a huge Quake 2 fan, and like she said that like this remaster literally like makes this game a full letter grade better just by all the improvements and like things they've like done.
Just fair.
Like it's gone from like a game that like you need to like recommend with caveats to a game where you can just recommend without caveats up.
Okay. No, yeah, the last question was the Quake remaster turning around the game. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh God, why am I not playing with you guys? What is going on? I should have done this.
What to say?
Damn.
Get in
I
here
love
and
the
get
game.
killing.
Let me get it launched.
Time to see while I can juggle work on this.
Let's see. Y'all should have me, or somebody should have me on their friends list here. Wait a minute.
On
Why
rude.
did it take
Wait a minute.
2?
They did nerf the railgun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is something they did do for the remaster, which, yeah, I mean, I see why they did it, but yeah, it does kind of change the feel a bit.
Okay, let's see.
Dude, these hitboxes are kind of generous. Oh, yeah, now 2 of you were shooting at me. Alright. Yeah, dude, those hitboxes are generous. I can't believe I actually got October there.
Wasn't John Wick in Fortnite? Yes, he was, and it was silly. It's stupid. Yes, I agree with Opinion Man. Yes, it's stupid. It is. Fortnite is stupid. I can't stand it. It's stupid. It's just. Let's throw all the characters and let's just throw away any kind of concept about what their characters were all about. So yeah, you can have Thanos and Goku and
You wanna know what my
Counterpoint,
response
Payday
is?
2.
okay, Payday. Okay, Payday is a entirely different subject that I'd have to go on for at least 2 hours about how I don't like it.
I wouldn't blame you. It's powered creep the game.
Great. It's a fantastic game.
I can't stand it. I think it's one of those. It's one of the few games where they inject internet celebrities into it, and it is.
Oh, man. It's wait for how long it would take you to kill me, October.
I'm dealing with lag. I have an excuse.
Well, like I said, after this, I'll rehost on mine, and you can display the room code and everything, Otacon.
Are we playing Quake, or are we playing the Texan version or the original?
The enhanced version. We're not playing the original. Original be that'd also be a pain in the ass.
Are you sure? No,
Man, all that time I playing Quake 1 and Quake 2 with friends over like 2020, 2021 is really paying off. I have an unfair advantage. Also playing at 240 frames per second, that also doesn't hurt.
I think I have it locked. Let's see. That's interesting. They don't. Okay, there we go. Online. I accept all of the ZeniMax bullshit.
Yeah, I think you have to accept the terms of service to play Quake 2 is kind of bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
they have to do it, but it's like, man,
It's like, this is.
I don't want to
come
look
on!
at this.
I mean, this is open source at this point. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, this version isn't open source. Did they make it open source?
No, but they did. Well, they did release the Git stuff, and they also are put out all their improvements for like other source ports to put in.
Okay. I just remember it being like a random download, and then like, oh yeah, I got Quake, except it's on the Kex engine. Kinda.
You're not getting away from me. Oh,
Let's see. Is it a private match?
No.
you couldn't find the match?
I mean, is it a private match?
No.
No, it should be. What's the friend code? I mean, well, like what, hold off until this match, and then I'm gonna re-host on my connection,
Okay.
and then we'll just send you the friend code.
All right.
Man, ETPC, that was 3 in a row. You're getting old, man.
Nah. You say that, I immediately kill you.
Yeah, see?
I love this music.
Oh yeah,
Sonic
Sonic Mayhem
Ugh.
score.
Good stuff.
I think listening to this score on repeat at 7 years old just solidified my taste in music forever. It's like, yeah, no, I want industrial metal for everything.
Gosh. Thank God.
I bought. When
All
I
right.
bought it, I had. I ended up
Okay.
putting it in my car and listening to the music, and I forgot about the data track.
All right, I am setting up a lobby. The room code is JXNW.
All right, that is.
That is Juliet,
Hey.
X-ray, November, whiskey. Try and remember my NATO alphabet.
Thank you.
And
And
the maps. All right. Stay. All right, and I will send.
yeah, we're just all gonna.
Oh yeah,
murder
everyone's
each
just
other.
coming in. Hell yeah, let's
It's
rock.
time. It's murder time. Oh no! Disconnect
What?
from lobby.
Oh, what the heck? Sorry about that, everyone. Why did that not work? Okay, hang on. Okay. Room code is THCK. That is Tango, Hotel, Charlie, Kilo.
All right.
Why do they put end game at the bottom and not play? That's
Tango
some
Hotel
bad
Charlie.
Kilo.
Thank you.
Gonna make the
Thick.
room code live and open on the stream here. I'm gonna
Go
get up
for
for
it.
just a second.
All right.
All right.
I am now going to hit play, and we are going to play.
Oh, good.
There we go.
Yeah, we're in the game. All right.
Let's rock.
Let's murder each other. It is time.
Let's murder each other with a ping.
Now I have no excuse. Fuck.
You have been turned into meat. I just want to let you know that. We're gonna go up the moon, and then somebody else is gonna get turned into meat. Meat time. Ah! Bart knocker. Laser. No, fell into the lasers. All right, I'm already -1. That's sad. Okay. Laser.
No! Ran out of ammo. Oh man, but I still got October. That's all that matters.
Where's the button? Where's the button?
You know, next time we do a multiplayer test, you're not gonna enjoy yourself.
You're gonna leash your limiters.
Boy, I did put stuff in the maps. I know where to find them.
Mm-hmm.
I know where I hid all the devastators. Don't talk, Crispy.
Well, I'm out of. I ran out of gun.
Get more gun. Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, that's skill issue. Yeah.
This is so fun.
Yep.
Oh, you got invulnerability. I'm not fucking with you.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
keep doing
You, I will fuck with.
Come here. Come here.
Oh man.
How long is that fucking vulnerability?
I think it's like 60 seconds.
I want one of these for you. Here.
Oh, jeez.
For this, yeah, this for you. There you go. I got the get the armor, so you can't hurt me. Here. We all die. All right. Bah.
Oh wow, that spawn was unfortunate.
Yeah. Run, 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 run. Get the rocket launcher. Rocket spark.
Yikes.
Oh.
Now, I'm missing the squeaker voices telling me how they're going to have sex with my mother.
That's the
Well, hey,
closest
this is
you're gonna get.
before. This is before
Yeah, well, no,
voice chat, right?
If you were on a LAN, it was.
Well, I guess there's Roger Wilco.
Yeah, I mean, it was. That was the back. That was the. If you were playing on LAN, that was like in between Quake 3 stuff. It would be Quake 2 or HOTT. And I just okay, really?
Pop a Glock in your mouth and make a brain
Oh.
slushy.
Oh man, big beans on top. That's not acceptable.
What am I? Negative 12?
You know what's funny?
What?
This multiplayer suffers from something that our multiplayer suffers from.
What's that?
Every now and then, the enemies get locked. Their animation gets locked, so they're just sliding against the ground instead of running.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. You didn't have to worry about transitional animations back then.
It works sometimes,
Yeah.
but I think it's the exact
God.
same thing that ours has, where it's like if they start running and
Well, I mean,
moving on
that
your
way.
screen while they're actually on your screen, it's fine. But if you like run into them, kind of deal, they're just stationary.
I guess we're gonna have to do an Unreal tournament at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun.
What's Unreal Tournament? Then you mean Fortnite creative mode?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Where are we dropping, boys?
Hey, unironically, there are game studios that are opening that are centered around making content for Fortnite.
I know.
Look, man.
I know.
So
It pays.
yeah, it's kind of like it's also honestly, I'm gonna say this too, and this is gonna be, but it's kind of like AI too, man. Like just when these fads come out, we either have to embrace them or we have to get like left behind. And like with AI,
Yep.
like. Yeah, there are a lot of like really disgusting, awful things about it that none of us really want to see the end result of.
Mhm.
But at the same time, like if we don't learn to like use it as a tool, then if it becomes
Yeah, I
the
mean-
standard and you don't learn how to use it, then
AI is great for prototyping, placeholders, and like blueprints, in my opinion.
sure.
Yeah.
It's fantastic for that.
Yeah?
Really good for security.
But I mean, you know, it's like Fortnite. Yeah, you know, am I as an alpha tester of Fortnite who got to see it in like its earliest states with like half-finished cutscenes and it was only PvE and everything else? Am I a little sad to see that Fortnite at this point is just like what it is?
We
Sure.
died
Yeah.
together.
But at the same time, like Fortnite is fucking huge. It'd be like shitting
Yep.
on. It'd be like shitting on Minecraft. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
know, I know. There is a lot of performative aspects about like my dislike of Fortnite, mostly because like I've never actually sat down and like played it seriously. I've only
Right.
like played it for like an hour here and there, but like what it represents
the boys are
is
dropping
like
in
a
on Tomato
future.
Town is a great time, man. I'm just saying.
Man, we got a ton of people in here. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's wall
I
to
think
wall.
that
Gibbs.
at this point, I think they addressed, I think, the dislike about Fortnite, which was the
Yeah.
whole focus on getting Grace briefly and just building a tower around yourself.
Mhm.
And I thought the gunplay was not that great anyway. So I don't know if that also got better. I would imagine so.
Maybe.
I want to find the
It's so
people that
popular.
are ever angry that they fixed the machine gun. The machine gun now doesn't fire all over the place. It actually works. Oh well.
You're fine, buddy. You don't need to start attacking my feet.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, the best song.
Okay. Ooh. What is that?
I used to have this as a
Oh yes.
alarm clock.
Oh really?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Ah. Nice.
I could prove it to you right now.
Teleport.
Oh,
Oh, this is not the map we just played out. It's a bigger version of it because we have more people.
I think so.
Okay, that's cool. Because it is the map we just played on, but that teleporter and stuff like that wasn't active before. And now there was this whole back room here.
I'm just gonna camp the teleporter. Just let
Man,
me
the
know.
river is so
What
satisfying.
is this, fucking tribes?
Oh, that's ground zero.
Yeah, come on. Show up in the teleporter.
Got it.
I
What
dare
if we
you.
play tribes next time?
Oh, yes. What
What if we played-
version of tribes can we even play still?
Send
One
that to
and
me
two.
so out there.
1 and 2 are still up. You can with like
Oh.
fan servers.
Okay,
Yeah.
that'd be fun.
Does Ascent even still work?
Descent?
Yeah,
Uh,
quote unquote modern one.
you probably would need to put some elbow grease into starting a server for it, but I can't see why it wouldn't, because it wasn't like a master server play. I'd love to play multiplayer Descent. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm really-
because I
I'm
wouldn't
really glad that
play
people are
the older
showing up for
ones.
this.
I wouldn't play the older ones simply for the well, I would, but I think it would be a pain in the ass to set up
Yeah.
because the games have kind of been left to their own device. Unless
I mean, there's like
I'm
D2X
mistaken.
and all that. D1X.
No, I'm not falling for that.
What is this I just picked up?
You
Oh,
don't
there's-
ever want to hear that. Oh shit, I got the phalanx gun in here. I'm
Damn
honestly
you and your
so glad how many
uncapped
people
frame
showed up
rate.
today for this.
Oh,
Tempted to turn G-Sync off.
Oh shit! Yeah!
fuck.
Yeah, okay. Alright, you know what? Going swimming. Blip. How did you not die?
You built different.
What is that? Ooh, I got. So sad. All right. Can I?
Well, it's not a flag to defend, Sterling, so you might have some trouble there. Godsbot! Otacon, I told you that I played the campaign for Aerial Assault, right?
Oh.
It's weird. It's a weird
I'm not
version of
lying.
Tribes.
Oh,
What?
never mind.
No,
Sorry,
for Tribes. Yeah.
Tribes.
No, it's all good.
Aerial Assault is the PS2 one, right?
Yeah.
That was the first Tribes game I ever played. Yep.
It's cool. It's really neat.
Yeah.
Like the way they made it into like almost like a virtual on-esque thing because it's all based around lock-on combat. Like, I think that's super cool, honestly.
Yeah, super clever. Yeah, and then gotta check out the Vengeance, which is the
Vengeance was actually my introduction to it because I have a box copy of Vengeance.
Same.
It's really cool. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's a pretty.
Oh man, I got dethroned. Unacceptable.
Oh, man.
All right. Yes. Get off. Get off it. Get off the thing. Get off.
Man.
Are we all spawning in the same place? Stop.
Does anyone keep an eye on Twitch chat and all that?
Yeah, I'm watching
Yeah.
Twitch chat. It's pretty quiet.
All right, cool.
We've been sitting strong at 6 viewers for a minute, so.
You know, once we upload it to YouTube and 100,000 people will watch it or whatever.
Yeah, right.
To answer questions, while we're trying to play,
It's also a Sunday too.
trying to answer questions while playing the game. Yeah,
Started.
very.
Yeah.
Companies crowns have a hidden in Las Vegas Boulevard.
Somebody come over here. I have a grenade for them.
That's the question I'm asking
Hopefully
for
not.
you to guess about.
Come on. There's a grenade. I got her.
Hang on, I'm gonna try something here.
There's 2 free kills.
Yeah, I have that set to a bind now. Y'all not getting away from advertising.
Yeah.
Okay, so rockets suck unless you actually direct hit somebody, and then they fucking rock. I see.
Yeah, they really nerfed the rocket launcher in Quake 2 compared to Quake 1.
There's no. It's. They. Okay, seriously, you should be dead. Okay, well they died. All right. What was that? The only funny Pennywise meme was somebody stuck in a sewer. Somebody in a Pennywise costume in the sewer saying, "You want free penis and larger milk?"
See, ETPC you can learn the things that too about marketing, like that.
Worry about our SEO.
Nice.
Exactly.
Actually, our SEO isn't too bad because if you Google Restoration Project, you will find us
It's true.
within the first link.
Oh my god. We're just ripping
Lord.
through this.
Oh, Kevin.
Nice. All right. You know what? The thing they should have added was a little bit of Zoom.
Yeah.
More
Give
zoom.
me
Oh, you were faster.
Zoom on the rail gun.
Oh,
That would have been good.
Oh, I'm over for you motherfuckers now.
Oh my God, you suck. Get a ah!
Sterling.
Ah. Really? Stand in my laser. Ah. It was nice while it lasted.
Worth it.
Well,
All else fails, just throw grenades.
I just got a message that said Duke or Quake 64. Quake 64 does not have crowd. Okay. I mean, fair enough, I guess, but. And I'm sure people want to play it. It's just pain. I do alright.
professional Quake players looking at
How
us.
we're here to
going,
have fun,
"What are you
right?
doing?"
Oh, it's the same map. Can I, like, change the map? Can I do that?
Ow!
Oh, I
fall
can't change the
damage?
map from the thing. That sucks.
Why do we have fall damage?
It's on by default.
I've got the. Oh, oh, I died.
Ooh.
Gonna hide over here. Ah, blast!
How long have you been playing for now?
It's almost 3, so.
Let's stop after this and switch to Turbo Overkill. What do you say?
I don't have it. That's cool.
Sure.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'll play a little bit of Turbo Overkill and then we'll call it. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing from the one on Twitch.
Hang on.
I will. I need to get Turbo Overkill.
LiquidOtacon has underscore in it, right? For the Twitch channel.
Yes.
There we go.
This person is like carrying on a conversation with somebody else while.
Nope. I am getting there. I am getting it. Come on out. Come on. Come on with it. Come on with it. I'm serious. Baba Booey.
Oh, my rocket was right over your shoulder.
I'm gonna drown before I kill anybody.
Oop, I want that. Give me that.
Yes.
Wait, was the quad damage staying? That was weird.
Damn. I'm not even using my good swears.
Oh man.
Nice.
All right, let's go to Turbo Kill.
Okie doke.
Oh, yes, there's a BFG in this level.
Oh, that's why that dude. Okay, he was on the Xbox. How was he typing on the Xbox?
Oh wow.
Very easily. Oh, is that it?
Yep, we're switching.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
That was so fun though.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Got to do that more often.
Yeah, that's definitely the goal for the variety streams. All right.
Yeah. Let's see. We don't have any. I'm thinking about trying to. I'm trying to think of in terms of what we have. Me and Brandon, we're gonna work on the main theme.
Don't say anything that you don't have etched in stone on here. Just FYI.
Yeah, we are live.
Yeah, we're still live.
Oh yeah, right.
None of you heard that.
Well, I mean, there wasn't much said, but
Yeah.
So
I didn't say nothing.
So I have been painstakingly trying. I've beaten a lot of these levels and at the first episode. I have just been going back through and trying to find all the chips. I feel like if I play that way, it's not going to be as fun. So I will just kind of just do it as it were. But
yeah, I want you to show me this game at its best because I own it, but I haven't played it yet. I do intend to play it, but I want to get sold on it.
I feel yeah, it's definitely a game.
So imagine having a chainsaw as your
Oh.
penis.
Wow. Wait, that'd be awful.
Yeah, that'd be pretty.
That's Tetsuo the Iron Man.
Oh man. Tetsuo the Iron Man, the first-person shooter, would be fucking insane.
Walk around with a drill dick. And
Oh god.
That's how you're murdering everybody.
Turn to a motorcycle if you have your best friend with you.
Yeah, it's.
You ask, oh, you transform into one? Yeah, sorta. Yeah, Neoworm, good games. Those are the really good games. I was so much fun.
Transformers FPS.
I'm surprised it doesn't exist yet. Like I feel like, is that Gundam FPS still going?
Nope, they already sunset it.
Really?
Which is a shame because it's really good.
Yeah, because I heard it's like a pretty decent Overwatch clone.
Yeah, I mean if you want to call it that, yeah.
Well, I mean, you know,
What
class-based shooter.
What do we call a class-based shooter? Is like Overwatch clone. Anything that's a clone of TF2 is right.
Well, I mean, they're class-based games other than TF2 and Overwatch. I'm just being lazy. Oh my god, that looked really satisfying.
Would be terrible to say that Blizzard didn't blow their own feet off with Overwatch 2, but okay. Get rid of the original game entirely.
Yep. It was a choice. I mean, like, I want to say that, like, they probably made that choice with the best of intentions, being like, oh, we're going to have, like, a much better game, we're going to have all these new features, there's going to be, like, they're not going to want to go back to Overwatch 1. And, like, I get that thinking, but obviously, plans change, things went wrong, and, like, it happens, right? And, like, it sucks, and I bet you there are people there who feel, like, incredibly bad about what happened in a genuine manner, in a skinwalker sense, where, like, we're sorry you're upset, but, like, it sucks. I loved Overwatch 1. I played that for like a solid 4 months, which like for a multiplayer shooter that may as well be 10 years.
Yeah. I thought it had the game itself was okay. The opportunity for them dropping in and making the lore fun and interesting was really high, and they did not go. They kind of spell things out in little pieces, and honestly, they should have just made a damn cartoon.
Yeah, I mean it's the same issue that Apex has, right? Where like they have all this interesting like lore and story, but like it's all ephemeral and on the periphery. Where it's just like, yeah, you can interact with it you want to. So and like, but like by doing that, that means that like that story will never actually matter to the game. And it's just like it's frustrating because like I wish there was a way to do a multiplayer game with story, and it just seems like that's still a nut no one has cracked yet. I mean, like,
Well, it's an MMO.
yeah, but how do you do that in a competitive shooter?
Right.
Like,
Rainbow
if
Six
I was-
kind of tries to, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Well, Rainbow Six is self-contained though, because it's basically them doing training.
yeah,
Rainbow is
on Cop Planet, where everyone's a cop or a hostage.
If you read the book that Rainbow was based off anyway,
I never will.
not the original Tom Clancy book.
Nope. I'll read the tie-in novels, the games, but I won't read Tom Clancy. You can't make me.
I can't make you. Oh my god!
Nope.
You won't read Red October?
Absolutely not. I have tried reading a Tom Clancy novel, and it is just like it's like that joke about oh god, Game of Thrones writer. What's his name?
Martin.
Yeah, Martin. George R. R. Martin spending like 10 pages describing like a dinner, like the
dick of the. Oh, go on.
yeah. And then Tom Clancy's the same with like how many nicks and scratches are in this guy's MP5, and it's just like, okay, man, I get it. You wanna fuck the guns. I get it.
I think it's
But-
the first part of Rainbow is good because it's a precursor to everything, and then there's a hijacking that occurs on airline, and 3 of the original Rainbow members are on the airplane.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty exciting. That they can make that entire
Your Skybox is broken.
section. They're gonna make
Sorry.
that entire chapter into
It
a
was pretty
easily.
Oh no, Turbo Overkill Dev, don't look.
Oh, look.
Please look.
I think one of my tapes. I think the last missing chip I need is around here. All right, I'm doing it anyways.
Tom Clancy's Turbo Overkill. Yeah, he spent an entire chapter describing how the chainsaw legs work.
Yeah. What brand of chainsaw it was, the kind of gasoline and the smell it had.
Yep.
How long it takes for you to actually get through?
Cut through somebody with the chainsaw.
Well, no, that's why it's funny. Listening to some of his books unabridged, it takes multiple days to get through Red October. And there's so much extra shit that I can understand why the movie was cut down the way it was. Because by the time you get to the point where they just kind of smash stuff together to make it work, and the movie works.
Yeah.
It's a faithful representation. It's like it got the feeling right, and that was the important. It got the feel of the story right. And same thing happened with surprisingly American Psycho. It got the feel of the story.
Absolutely.
They got the feel of the book correct. Aside from people's heads turning into giant talking vaginas occasionally, or park benches following you around.
Was that in the book?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I can see why they maybe didn't do that.
The book is
I need to read the actual book.
Okay, the book is disturbing. The book
Yeah.
is very disturbing. I put that on my list of like read it, but you're probably gonna throw up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, but it is the stream of consciousness stuff, the everything, that stuff is hilarious. That's some of the. There's whole chapters devoted to musicians. where they talk about he talks about Whitney Houston, talks about Genesis, talks about Huey Lewis in the news. And there's whole chapters devoted to that.
Oh wow.
Bateman talking about this.
Well, because he's like he's like that's his substitution for like his identity, right? It's just the things he consumes.
I want to fit in. There's a lot more. They spend a lot more time on his relationship with his fiance. Very underutilized resource with us.
I have an important question. How long do they spend on the cards?
How long did he spend on
The business cards.
on the business card section? It is much more intense.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And that's where he actually has the hallucination that Lewis Carruthers' head is a giant talking vagina.
Incredible. I might need to pick this book up.
There is instead of them going to the instead of them going to a restaurant in the very beginning where they have you have the oops, stream blocked for a moment.
Uh-oh.
No, it's alright.
No, it's still running.
Okay.
Oh gosh, there's so much crap in there. I don't know. The book is a mess. It's if you want to read Bret Easton Ella's stuff, I recommend that. I recommend White, and I recommend what Zoolander ripped off, which his original idea. Which he actually was the one who created the framework for Zoolander.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's incredible.
Yeah, they got in trouble for that.
Huh.
And Less Than Zero if you want to feel depressed about everything for a long time.
I definitely heard Less Than Zero is really, really good.
It is. It's the movie translation was on spec. So I'd like to see if them translate more of his stuff, but I think he's kind of not interested anymore. I'd like to see White be turned into a movie. I don't think that it's going to happen. So Mary Harron did such a good job with Psycho, and so fair enough. There's a lot of the things are just more crazy. Like, especially, again, the stream of consciousness stuff. Him talking about his stereo system.
Oh, wow.
There's whole chapters devoted to that. His morning routine in the movie is cut down to, I think, maybe a 5-minute segment where it's nearly half a chapter.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's incredible.
Yeah, they spend, and again, the pieces of things.
That looks really satisfying, blowing up the skybox like that.
That's
It
fun.
is.
I might get this after I recover from Mortal Kombat because I spent way too much on that.
I think it's only $20 too, worth every penny. I bought this when it was in only the first episode.
Yeah, because they raised the price
Fantastic.
recently, right?
Oh, did they?
Now that's completed, yeah.
Makes sense.
I think it's like 30. That's it. Like it's not like a huge like spike.
So worth $30.
Yeah, 30 ducks.
30
$30
ducks.
at least 30, at least 25 ducks. A couple extra quacks. I was watching Tiny Toons, so I was trying to have an objective review of the show.
How has that aged? I'm curious how Looney Tunes, or not Looney Tunes, Tiny Toons has aged.
Well, the new show is not bad.
Oh, okay, the new one.
It's
Okay.
actually better than Animaniacs was.
Yeah, that Animaniacs reboot was really disappointing.
Try hard.
Which is
try hard.
really sad because I think Animaniacs has aged extremely well.
Yeah, comparatively between the shows, there's some moments where I laugh, and again, I haven't finished all of the episodes yet for the first season that's come out on HBO, so but I guess that being the point in time, Tiny Toons came out in 1980. Or no, it came out. Where was it?
No, Tiny Toons was like 92, wasn't it? With the cartoon?
Yeah, the original. Yeah, the original cartoon came out. I'm thinking of Ninja Turtle because Ninja Turtle came out in 1980.
Oh, okay.
87, 88. The original miniseries came out then. That was when they still had beaks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was more of a mother babies kind of kid.
I watched it, and
Yeah,
there was a bunch of random shit in that thing.
You know what I loved the most growing up was Hysteria.
Yeah, that was another one of the Steven Spielberg cartoons.
Like, I don't know why he got into cartoons, but man, he bangers.
Yeah, the original Animaniacs was damn hilarious.
Yep, Pinky and the Brain was great.
Freakazoid was fucking insane.
I never watched Freakazoid.
You ever watch Freakazoid?
I know, I know of it, but I've not seen a single episode of Freakazoid.
It is I don't know if it was the right word to describe it.
Am I off the team now?
It's the right word to describe Freakazoid.
From what I've seen, it's like manic, right?
Freakazoid?
Freakazoid is like in Twitter.
This is
got a cartoon.
The harbinger.
That sounds the worst thing ever.
No, it's actually really good though.
Okay.
Utilize my power to
Not white supremacist Twitter. Actually.
No.
Oh, okay,
Not-
like
Well,
normal Twitter.
Like a much more sanitized version of Twitter and 4chan decided to make it
beyond this planet to
And
your frontiers.
it's just gonzo. It doesn't. None of it makes any sense most of the time. The stories kind of go along. The bad guys are kind of dumb and pointless. It's very kind of like
Wow.
where you have
Tick is great. I love the Tick.
Same.
just dumb enemies. Who were the guys that couldn't talk and they were all mumbling? And they couldn't communicate with each other because they all mumbled. They had masks on.
In the Tick?
In the Tick, yeah. They couldn't talk. They that's and they all try to talk to each other and they can't.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't remember the name, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Aren't those just
Okay.
Chairface Chippendale's henchmen?
I thought his henchmen were guys that looked like movers, or they worked in a furniture store.
I feel like if nothing else, this stream is just like once again proof that we are all at least in our 30s.
Yeah, I don't know how many people born. I mean, honestly, the Tick is almost too old for me. So
Yeah. I mean, they did do that Amazon Prime show. That was really good.
I hadn't seen that yet.
The live action one.
I remember the Fox live action one. I like that.
Yeah, that came out in 2000.
Wasn't that with
Patrick Warburton.
Yeah, of course they go on to work
Patrick
with
Warburton.
them on Venture Brothers.
It was so messed up.
Finding out that like the creative team behind the Tick is the same as people who did the Venture Brothers made everything make
that
so
makes a
much
lot
more
of
sense.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Doc Hammer and all them, Jackson Public, they wrote the Tick comic books.
Goofy nonsense bullshit.
Yeah, I need to check that out. I also need to watch the Venture Brothers movie. I meant to have seen that by now, but I haven't gotten to it.
It's good. It's good.
I need to watch Venture Brothers in general.
You do?
Good.
As you need to play Zero Hour.
Even the pilot. Watch the pilot because
Yeah.
the pilot is so gonzo.
We can technically make references to the Venture Brothers pilot. I looked up the air date. It was in 2003.
It was,
Just saying.
Yeah, we were sitting around and hanging out, and somebody was watching Adult Swim, and it's like, hey, this is a new show they're doing, and okay, and I was, wow, this is great. This is so, it's directly poking at Johnny Quest, and
Directly at Johnny Quest.
and they had already done a Johnny Quest gag where they did with Harvey Birdman.
Yeah.
Law, yeah. That was the
Yeah, I
first
guess those
episode.
shows would be kind of like cousins to one another in a weird way.
They are, I guess. If there was a Birdman cameo, that would have been kind of funny, but no, they don't mix that stuff up. They're more about pop culture references than they are about actual, like, any kind of actual character cameos. Like, if you're going to have the main villain of
Is
the
that a Dread reference? Apple Tree Apartments?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
nice.
It is directly a Dread reference. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt, Tarantula.
No. It's I blab about that, but yeah. Okay, the Idea Men. That's who they were called.
The idea, man.
That-
Yep.
Oh man, you just got Robocopped.
Yeah. Ah, you hear that sound effect whenever you get
Sir, we
RoboCop.
have
That's just
arrived.
the sound
The
of
local
Murphy
biocore
screaming.
is located at the top of this apartment complex.
When the jackals are let loose on him, and he, after Boddicker blows his hand off, and the guy's just shotgunning to death.
Does it hurt?
I think it was the point he didn't even make. Joe made that joke after.
Yeah, after they just like shot.
After Boddicker shot his hand off. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they all. The only reason why they stopped shooting was they ran out of ammo.
Man, you're like full on secret hunting mode right now.
I got to. That's the kind of game this is, though. Too is like they will do stuff like that.
Oh yeah, no, totally. I get that feeling just from looking at it.
Can't wait until I get into some more of the. Oh, this will be a fun combat arena. Some of the more fun combat arenas where you're really just like kind of like bouncing from area to area. Like the combat gets really hectic, and I do play on hard, so.
Yeah, this looks like a good time.
Put your West. Okay.
Very nice.
Barda, you can get away with some really nice items for not a lot. I recommend that. In-ear monitoring, IEMs. Yeah, I don't know. So far, the Tiny Toon stuff has been pretty good.
That's good.
I remember watching. I didn't rewatch it, but I did watch Animaniacs. I like the Pinky and the Brain stuff more.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Well, in the new series, I like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
That was really fun. They got a brand new character. It was hilarious. It's got that Brain having a nemesis now, and that was but the only episode I actually liked was the one where they were making fun of the NRA, even though I'm a member of the was they decided to make fun of Wayne LaPierre. I'm like,
That's extremely specific.
it was so. People are only gonna get this if they know who the fuck Wayne LaPierre is. He looked like Stephen King. the way they drew him, that he looked like Stephen King. And I thought,
That's wild.
are you guys making fun of Stephen King? Because that's okay. You can do that, you know, because he's kind of crotchety and kind of wankery occasionally. But, you know, whatever.
I mean, he's also in his like his 70s, so.
Yeah, he's you know, he's like.
Or is
all
he
of his-
older? He might be actually older.
Yeah, I don't know. We say his best work was during his coke-fueled periods, and then right after, when he was recovering.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was kind of like, eh. When he's like, I'm gonna do the Stand Part 2, and it's like, are you Metallica?
I'm gonna direct the Maximum Overdrive movie. I'm gonna do it amazingly well.
He was the crew is undeniable. When Emilio
Giancarlo Veronini shows up in that fucking movie.
yeah, there's
Not Veronini, Esposito. Why did I think Veronini?
probably
GameSpot.
You got
I have a GameSpot journalist in my head instead of a fucking. He's not even a GameSpot anymore. Why did my brain surface that? Whatever.
I don't know. He goes and gets AC/DC to do all the music for the movie. It's even though he says, "Oh, nobody's done Stephen King the way I, you know, that done it right." And I'm like, "Yeah, because they actually fixed all the stories. Because otherwise,
Yeah, like The Shining.
watchable."
Because he hates he famously hates the Shining adaptation, right?
Even though it was really good, because reasons. Doctor Sleep was a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
And a pretty good book. I think it was a better movie than a book. Surprisingly, some of his stuff translates better. I thought The Dreamcatcher was actually a pretty entertaining movie. Not a great movie.
It was
but
fun.
entertaining.
It was fun.
It was him trying to do an alien movie, and he did that once already with the Tommyknockers, and which I said Tommyknockers one time, and my grandfather was like, "Are you talking about boobs?" And I was like, "No, that's completely different."
That's a very grandpa thing to do.
Yeah, this was years and years ago. Because they had just had the ABC, when ABC was making
The Stand miniseries.
yeah.
Yeah.
ABC had made a bunch of Stephen King translations. So the It with Tim Curry. The only reason why anybody remembers it because Tim Curry in there. I mean, I don't have a lot of. It had some famous faces at times, but it was such a bad movie with the adults that you just kind of want to kind of bash your brains out with a rock after watching it. It's cheese.
Yeah.
Watch it for the cheese ballness. That's the only reason why to watch it. But
And also because it just won't jump scare you every 2 seconds with a loud
No.
violin string.
yeah, the Red Letter Media is making fun of it.
It's so fucking true though. Like I'm so tired of like I like jump scares, but when you telegraph them, they're not scary. Like trust me as a viewer to know when to be scared.
There was that's one of the reasons why I liked the Meg was that it had some good stuff that wasn't in the trailer.
Yeah.
You had the little girl inside of the aquatic place, in the shark coming up to the window, and that was a pretty good menacing moment.
Have you seen the Wick 2?
I have not watched
In
it. I
my
heard it
time
was
away,
it was
I've learned the danger
easier
of
than the
succumbing
first.
to that rage.
I
The need
will
to
say
punish those
that
responsible for our pain.
my biggest problem with it is that you forget it's a shark movie.
You can't let your pain dictate
What?
your future.
That's not good.
Yeah,
You've got to
that's
let
my
go.
biggest problem with it is that you forget it's a shark movie.
Let go.
Like,
of the
more than half of
an
it has nothing to
all-consuming
do
desire
with
for vengeance.
sharks.
I know how.
When are they gonna get to the
difficult idea
fireworks
of letting
factory?
go is for
Yeah.
someone like you, but I know you.
It's all very, like,
Today you
sciencey and
saved my
actiony.
life, renewed my
It's
hope
strange.
for our
That's
That was how the
weird.
books were.
My
The books were
augmentation.
very.
You saw my
The books
potential.
were. I love the books, by the way.
Maybe now
Well,
you're
I got the
street
3
cleaner.
books. They were actually 6.
But that regulator
I'm like, they're gonna,
saved
and
me
they're, so
years
they're gonna make
ago.
6 movies.
It's still in there somewhere.
Or until they run.
Well, they might have run out of funding after this one. That's all I'm saying. I don't know how well it did in the box office, but I don't know. I think people are going to be expecting a shark movie, and then when they don't get that, and they, maybe it is more appropriate to the books or something, but I think people are going to be expecting a shark movie, and when they don't get that, they're going to be confused. So,
Well, Jaws was pretty faithful to Peter Benchley's original book. The Beast was silly. Was just stupid. So sometimes the book is good and the movie's bad, and then sometimes the book is bad and the movie's good.
yeah.
Like I'm hoping that the Cursed Child is going to be an actual good movie, as opposed to the book and play, which are miserable. But that's me hoping for something like that. When somebody was talking about, like, one of the things that I remember them just talking about, Rowling, because I thought about this, but Rowling had talked about wanting to write an American story about American witches and warlocks, and somebody had mentioned, how does that work with all the guns that are in the United States? And she said they have magical guns.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like, please write this. I want to. I hate.
They're
you,
all
but
named Texas McGunhead.
I really want to hear about magical guns because. But I was
Well,
like,
this-
well then.
I have a series for you to watch. It's called Hellsing.
Yeah. Okay, look, we've already talked. We have gone over this. A bunch of gunsmiths and all of us have gone over this. We've talked about magical guns. We talked about how to actually build some of the weapons that were in Hellsing.
You don't even have to think too hard about it. Like, Spelljammer has been a thing since the 80s, so...
It's true.
A 454 Casull long slide is not impossible, but it's impractical.
You don't say.
Bit of an
The
anticlimactic
Jackal
boss fight.
is even more impractical. It's like we already have enough impractical firearms. There's a 50 BMG pistol that's coming out soon. We have plenty.
Pre-order now?
At one point in time they actually were building a 50 BMG pistol that was called the Thunder 5. Or not the Thunder 5, but the Thunder 5.
Is that the name of like a comedy show?
No, Thunder 5 is actually was the first. I
think of Danger 5.
So no, Danger 5's hilarious, by the way.
Yeah.
No, my brother got me into that. Because we both love absurdist humor, like Darth Mendy.
Oh, Dark Places.
Yeah, Dark.
Dark Places is so
I
good.
can't stop laughing. It just kills me to think. I'm sorry. The first episode, it was just kind of that broke.
Are you alright? This is a pile of gore. Oh yeah.
Your son is a vampire, not a vampire. They haven't seen the blood. Everybody gets guns for some reason. They start blowing.
Richard I died just blasting a shotgun into the air. Not even aiming at anything, just shooting.
This is nonsense, garbage mess. Hilarious. Very, very well done. Very hilarious stuff. But yeah, So there was at one point in time, and this is my gun food coming out here. I watched Equilibrium recently.
I mean, who hasn't?
Gun kata. Who hasn't watched Equilibrium in order to watch Sean Bean once again to die in a movie? He's very proud of that he dies often.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. He's like he has a sense of humor.
I mean, you got to make peace with it, right? It's like, okay, is my character gonna die? Is he gonna live? Oh, he's gonna die. Oh, that's funny. That's novel.
He asked for whatever. He said he joked about it on the Graham Norton show. He was saying that he asked for more money depending on how long he's going to be alive.
That's pretty good.
So he's like, if it's only a short part, he asked for an extra large paycheck.
Hey, look at that. That's
Nice.
cute.
Arcade machines.
Is that what inspired?
Sir, I
The
have located
studio?
a large signal source
Yeah.
in the heart of paradise. It appears each biocore
That's
is
a lot
doing
of
some
fun.
sort of handshake with this central
It's
source. Something by the name of Artifact Zero.
Well, that's the
off my rocker
textbook
here.
definition of fucked right there.
Very eloquent. Care to elaborate?
So,
Artifact Zero's the most powerful supercomputer we ever produced.
where was it?
Makes an AI look like an abacus. If
You were
theory
talking about
fails,
Garth
then
Marenghi's Dark
humanity
Places
is
and Sean
wiped
Bean.
out for humanity.
Okay, before
but you
that.
know, this shit sandwich has a
Uh,
delicious slice. of
talking
silver.
about
I don't know.
If Sin's gonna
I'm asking.
Helsing?
I'm at-
with Artifact Zero,
Thank you. Okay.
purging it
So,
might just wipe
at one
out
point in time,
all the
there is
biocores at
a
once.
American
Triangulating the
firearms
signal
company
now.
called Kunin
Johnny, if an artificial
that
intelligence
actually
plugged
built
into a car
a
could be programmed to
357
believe in the power of prayer, I'd
Wow.
praise you now.
Now there's
it
a
can't,
company
so
that
I
was called
won't.
AMT that
Still,
built
good
the
hunting.
autos that got made famous in some movies like the 44 Automag.
But it can't, so I won't.
that,
Still,
that
good
was famous in
Nope.
Sudden Impact.
Got mulched.
It's an awful gun. It's a piece of shit.
I mean, if it's good enough for 47, it'd be good enough for me.
Well, so the 44 Automag is junk. It's
Yeah.
Yeah. Not all of AMT stuff was junk, but that is junk. I mean, they made a 50 Action Express, which is the caliber that the Desert Eagle uses. It's not the first one, but either way, it's the same thing with like the gun that popped the Wildies here. The Death Wish 3. The Wildy Survivor is a piece of shit. I've owned it. I hated it. I sold it. It was cool to have for a movie gun for all of the amount of time it was until the fact that I had to reload my own ammunition. And it was junk. It jammed on a regular basis.
Does not sound like a reliable firearm.
It's not. So you have to have, and again, the Kunin was an interesting idea because it took rimmed cartridges. So it took standard 357 Magnum ammo, like you would put in a revolver, and you could use it. It had a very distinct design. It had a very straight, instead of having a more curved grip, it had a straight grip. Like you took two rulers together and like, okay, this is how we make guns. So ergonomics were interesting. They made a limited run of them. I shot it. It was pretty cool for what it was. It was jammed. It was they
Always a plus.
Yeah, so made well. But that's where we started coming up with the idea of what if we were to make a 454 Cthulhu auto, and we started prototyping it because we were Helsing fans. This is a gun that's got community that's around I grew up, so we're all thinking about this, and we got a bunch of makers that are all.
It's just a skate park.
It's just.
This is the
goofiest shit.
when I remember
Peach
now.
Trees.
This is the level
Yeah.
I ended up getting stopped on because the first time I played through it, I got to this level before the episode 2 release, and something had fundamentally changed about this part of the game. And so every time I spawned into this arena, none of the enemies spawned. So
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
This is a great reference to Dread. The skate park on the side of a giant building.
Is that a Dread? I can't remember.
Yeah, in the Peach Trees, they actually.
Oh, yeah.
Brad
Okay.
Anderson and what's his name? They all end up they blow. He uses Hi-X and blows a hole in the wall. And
There's a skate park there?
Into the skate park, and all the kids are outside.
Oh my god.
And that's how they were able to call for help. Which didn't really do them any good. I don't know. I really wish they had gotten to make the second film, but we got some comics out of it.
Yeah. Especially because they're going to do the America saga, and like that would have been a really fucking cool Dread movie.
Wow, that would have been awesome for them to do.
Yeah, I mean, they probably could have pulled it off. I mean, Carl Urban as Dread was literally perfect.
Yeah. I think it was Dread was. I don't know if anybody can agree or disagree on this. That's fine, but I think Stallone's Dread captured the sci-fi aesthetic perfectly.
Yes.
The look, the aesthetic, the concept, everything. Those things it got, but the feel and the characters were
Completely wrong.
Yeah, it was that was Urban's Dread.
Yeah.
That was, like you want to have it. They gave us a extremely menacing bad guy. It wasn't another government overthrow plot. It was
just a really awful drug dealer.
It was a hilarious.
Lena Headey.
Yeah, she was so good.
So good.
She's good in whatever she does. And she's
Honestly.
done some weird shit.
She was great in Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yeah, which people forget. And I'm like, there was a Terminator TV series that was really good.
It was really good.
Yes. And I'm
Oh,
like,
man.
it's on the level of Salvation in my mind in terms of the Terminator stuff. It's like,
I think it's better than Salvation, personally.
well, no. I think like in terms of like stuff that was post the first and second film.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Because Genesis and Dark Fate are like, yeah,
I mean, Genesis is a movie that's like, it's not even interested in the first movie, it's interested in the next movie. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like you're watching a trailer for the next movie.
no, but it also has Doctor Who in it.
No, thank you. I'm good.
I love bringing that up and making people hurt.
Doctor Who is Skynet in...
I'm Skynet.
God.
What are you asking me? Who are you?
Like, there were some cool ideas in that, like especially making like John Connor into like oh, he's already won. He's already killed John Connor in that. And now he's like assumed his form. Like that's a really good idea. But the rest of that movie is.
What is it? Like a lot of movies are like that, where it has, oh, this is a good idea. These are good ideas.
Yeah.
This is why I would love to see a Duke Nukem movie. I don't know if they could make it.
It would make a much better animated movie.
Every day.
Either that,
Yep.
or a miniseries.
Yeah, like if they made it like the HBO Spawn series, just like hyper violent and like six to 9 episodes, like they could pull it off. But like a full blown movie, like live action, I don't know if I'm
But what if they
interested
go?
in that.
What if they go the Microsoft route and we get to see Halo's butt?
Shut up.
Halo's
If they
butt.
show Duke
I hate
Nukem's
you
cock
so
and balls,
Thank you so much for bringing that up. Thank you.
Is uncut cock and balls that we could have a
There
conversation.
we go. Yes,
It's just
dude.
full frontal.
Truthfully, we need more full frontal male nudity. There just is. not.
Otacon, I hate you so much.
We've already seen Duke Nukem naked. Have you watched Peacekeeper? It's in
I need
episode 1.
You
I still need to watch
massive fart knocker.
Peacekeeper.
Oh.
I know. I'm gonna watch it eventually. I still haven't finished watching The Boys. Honestly, I'm still on like season 2.
Yeah, I would definitely skip The Boys and go directly there. I think
Well,
The Boys
yeah.
is
I
okay
thought
the
it's
first
okay.
season.
It's okay. It's I don't know. I read the comics before a lot of this stuff got translated. Like Preacher for me was a big deal.
Yeah, the Preacher TV series is a bummer.
It was nothing. They did not translate it very well. And at least Seth Rogen making things.
Yeah.
I don't need that. I don't need that
Like,
stuff anymore.
Producing,
Wait, Seth
he's fine
Rogen
at.
Was in Preacher.
Preacher, yeah.
show?
Seth, yeah,
Yep.
Seth Rogen
Fuck.
was. Well, he had.
Yep.
I mean, the guy is a big
Huge
He
nerd.
likes all this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just that whenever he has any creative input, though, it sucks. So, thanks. No, you got to have the more
Yeah. Sorry.
about to blow up. You know, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Dude,
Good.
you got cum in my weed. That's my
Y-
favorite.
yeah.
One of my favorite Mega 64 bits.
uh,
Ripping on Seth Rogen.
But yeah, Preacher was awful. The comic is much better. Anybody
Oh,
who's actually
yeah.
watched, just out there listening or whatever, watch the Preacher series and why it was kind of ass. Some things didn't make sense. Read the comic. Get the trade paperback. Go ahead and get the first trade paperback because that gives you everything you need to know about the series.
Yeah. It's such a good series. When are they going to adapt 303? That's what I want to know. Who is going to be brave enough to adapt that that one?
I don't know. It'll be the same people that do We 3.
God.
You know, that was supposed to be adapted. It hasn't made it out yet. Get more things that Frank Quietly has done that with his disturbing artwork. And written by Grant Morrison. Frank Quietly and Grant Morrison, whenever they get together, they do fantastic, disturbing work.
Yeah, for sure.
The reboot of the X-Men, or the rebuild of the X-Men, that was with the character Phantomax they introduced, and Zahn, the dude who had a star in his head or something, and it had one of the best. Not gonna spoil it, but I'm just saying it had a really great fuck you in it.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's worth reading that particular X-Men just for
Bro,
you know.
musical.
What is it?
Number one movie in the country is called Ass.
If I fell below the fog level.
Uh-oh.
Oscars.
But hey, you got a secret.
Yeah. Idiocracy is finally getting some of the appreciation it deserves.
I have soured Idiocracy in recent years. I tried rewatching it. Like a friend wanted to rewatch it. It just its
Realistic.
commentary just comes across as just mean now.
Yeah.
Like mean with no purpose.
Oh, like most of their work.
I don't think there was any point to it. I think it was just judgment.
Well, it's supposed to be like political satire, right?
Yeah,
but it's like
yes.
it's a classic example of just like you're mad at the wrong. I get that you're mad and like you being mad is justified, but you're getting mad at a symptom, not the cause.
Right, and we did get the couple things we did get that are fun out of it. Like for example, we have Terry Crews as President Camacho,
which is
actually
great.
announcing his presidency for the 2024 election. His run. He's going to run
Yeah.
for president.
We got Costco. Welcome to Costco. I love you. That's still a good bit.
Yep. The local Costco has it was the one that from my old city that one of the guys that was there actually gifted that gag.
Odd.
Most of the time the people that are in the booth, but he stood right there next to the door and was saying, "Welcome to Costco, I love you."
I don't know how I'd feel if I heard that in real life. I'd probably be very confused.
And he was just sitting there and saying it randomly to people.
Oh my god, that's really good.
Then I found out that he was Spectrum. And,
Oh, yes.
And yeah.
That changes things, yeah.
I thought he was making a joke.
Oh dear.
Guys, somebody's making a reference to this movie.
He means it sincerely.
And he means it sincerely. I was like,
oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that
All on
happened.
your own swords. There you go. Yeah, but yeah. So going back to that, going back to the gun thing, we actually worked out the possibility of actually building a 454 Casual Auto, and it'd have to have a custom cartridge. It couldn't use the same cartridges that they would have to be custom made. And it's not that there haven't been large cartridges like that made before. The
Sir,
475
here?
Wildy was made for the Wildy Survivor, and the 454 Casual is not much bigger or smaller. It's actually about the same size. So, but working out the kinks in it were kind of like. Are you falling down the? What has happened to you? Oh,
There's definitely a vibe this game is going for. Oh. Do you think John Romero still has Suck It Down trademarked?
Oh man, he is so.
I mean, that was trademarked at one point. I wonder who owns it. 'Cause I remember Old Man Murray got in trouble back in the day for using that.
For real?
Yeah.
Some lame shit.
They apparently heard from like an Ion Storm lawyer or something.
I don't know if they sold the Ion Storm went out of business, so.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't like, I mean, I guess Embracer would own.
Somebody, yeah, whoever owns the asset to it. And Romero doesn't.
Doesn't like talking about that.
Yeah, he's.
I will say, going all the way back to when I mentioned the FPS documentary. The FPS documentary, I'm trying to be diplomatic here. I'm glad it exists, but it feels like watching an ad for first-person shooters as like a concept, and it doesn't feel like it never mentions things like Daikatana in kind of a frustrating way. Like Daikatana is not mentioned once in that entire 4+ hour runtime.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
weird.
I'm not gonna like be like, oh, it's terrible. Cause like there's some redeeming qualities about that documentary, and again, I'm glad it exists, but it left me cold in some aspects. Anyway,
it's actually done.
It's done. It's out. You can watch it.
Okay.
And I watched this and it was a long watch. It was a bit unfocused too, which again, not to poop on it.
I mean, video game documentaries, especially any kind where you're trying to focus on something, you're trying to go, okay, you're looking at one genre,
Yeah.
And with FPSs, you're going to inevitably have to talk
There's a
about
secret over there.
id.
Like, they talk about Trespasser, but they don't talk about Daikatana.
What the hell?
Yeah. I will say Seamus Blackley is like probably one of the high points in terms of their interview subjects. Like anyone from id, Seamus Blackley, Dave Oshry, like they're all highlights.
Did I get Carmack?
I will also
They
say
got Carmack too, but like he keeps referring to the games as products. Every time he said that, I feel like I could see like the reptile bits poking out from his skin.
I will say that Trespasser has much more of a legacy than Daikatana does.
True,
So,
true.
Sure.
It makes sense that it's more remembered, even if it sucks that in something that should be documented. And also
Yeah.
Daikatana, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But I also understand why. I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, like, if John Romero said like, "Hey, I don't want to talk about this," I would respect that. But like, I wish you at least got to see like the interviewer saying like, "Hey, like, do you want to talk about this?" And him like if we saw his body language at being requested that, I think that would be enough for me. Like the fact they don't even bring that up. They don't even bring up like Digital Forever either. I get why they didn't bring that up. I mean, Broussard doesn't show up. It's just Miller and Robert Atkins.
Yeah, Broussard doesn't want to show up in anything.
Yeah.
And I get why. I
get it. I 100%, 1000% get it.
Same reason why I don't say anything about Randy anymore.
Randy shows up in it, but like, he's for the most part pretty good, although there's some very strange parts where he starts talking about Claptrap and how it represents the concept of like Japanese theatrics and like the three masks idea, and it just gets very like,
IMDb.
Question mark?
what are you talking about, Randall? There's also a bit where he talks about how the PS2 version of Half-Life 1 is better than the PC version because it has seamless loading. And I don't think that's true at all.
This is why you don't drink before an interview, guys.
His eyes were very red.
Maybe with high. You're right.
Might have conjunctivitis though.
That's true. But like, yeah, I mean, again, for the most part, he was totally fine. He actually had some really interesting things to say, but then like, he would just say some bizarre things every now and then. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like when he started talking about, that was the interview when he was talking about aliens killing Marines and saying it was probably a 7.
Yeah.
How the fuck did the Alien Colonial Marines gonna mention or not? That's
No,
fucking
it wasn't the FPS documentary. It was the IGN interview.
Ah, that one.
Yeah.
And to be honest, ACM is better to leave the dead.
I will say with the Templar mod, ACM is actually not terrible. Like the changes they made make that game a lot scarier and better. Like those aliens can fuck you up if you let them. Like they're not like harmless like they used
anymore,
to be.
No, you have to once you literally change the code and add the other stuff and then some other stuff. It's still not the game that we were supposed to get.
No, but I mean that game exists now. It's called Aliens Fireteam's Elite. Like the Left 4 Dead Aliens game we thought we were gonna get, that's out there now. Like it makes the pain of Colonial Marines a lot easier.
I really enjoyed Fireteam.
Joe on our team loves Fireteam.
I played the absolute shit out of it up until the point where they started smashing mods. And
oh, really?
Yeah, because it was mostly the.
It's so satisfying.
That's the chainsaw bit right there.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, the Fireteam Elite had one of the biggest complaints I had about it was the terrible synth.
Hey, Lurker. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the terrible synth backup as part of your fire team when you're playing solo.
Yeah.
And because I kept running into say I'm not playing with friends. I'm playing with randos, and I keep running into like shitty randos that are not paying attention, or
Yeah.
like, you guys
Or-
are not doing what I need you to do.
Or worse, they're the kind of player who like knows exactly if you deviate even a second from their plan, they just start freaking out.
Yeah, the screeching.
Yeah, it's like, that's not what we're supposed to do! It's
No,
like,
no,
okay,
no.
I don't care. I'm having fun.
We're trying to get. We want to get through this. We're trying to get some of the bonus items. Come on, let's just play.
Yeah, we're just chilling out. We're just shooting aliens.
Yeah, you know, let's. Especially when we got to waves. We got to the defense. I guess I don't know. We call it the. Because you have the waves that you have to defend against, but I'm talking about the one where you're actually inside the hive, and then it's a completely once you get through, I think 3 or 4 levels, it's completely optional for you to stay there.
Yeah.
It's survival, I guess. But so they went back and they helped make some of the trying to complete some of the insane difficulty level stuff easier for single player. This was not for multiplayer. This was just for single player. And single player mods don't hurt anybody.
No, they're offline, but they're very nature.
The whole purpose of them is certain things that there was some things, for example, that the developers did not disable, like some post-processing effects that were kind of jank.
Yeah.
There was some other things that were not great, so they were fixed by mods. Especially trying to play on Insane and playing with androids, and you end up having, the game warned you, it's like, don't play on this. And I'm like, don't play on this because you didn't want to develop the AI any better and make it actually work? They get the fuck out of the way. Can you just get out of my way? That's all I really want the androids to do. Get out of my way.
There's no button to like force them to like move or anything.
You get them. You add a rally point where they're supposed to stay, right? And then they don't. They immediately run in front of you and run into your line of fire. I'm like, would you get out of my fucking line of fire, you idiot?
My God.
And then they get blown away. You're in the middle of a firefight, and you have to go and revive. The other one runs in there. I will revive you. They get blown away. You get something jumps on your head, and you're trying to and tries to bite your head, and you're So the only way you can avoid that.
Yo.
Welcome back, sir.
Oh shit!
Don't scratch me this time, all right? Still trying to locate the signal source of Artifact Zero. It appears to be moving fast throughout the city. It will take more time to locate its exact position. There are 3 signal scramblers nearby that are interfering with my systems. If we can destroy the scramblers, I should have a better chance of pinpointing Artifact Zero.
Rescue the first chapter, and that gave him a more powerful shotgun, and kicked his health up quite a bit. So you guys didn't have to rescue him.
It's like Descent now.
Nice. Then there was then replaced your androids with battle.
This feels so good.
It gave you the Weyland-Yutani armored bots, armored androids.
Run them over.
So they actually would stay behind you or to your side, and then would lay down suppressive fire and work. They actually worked, So That and a couple of other fun mods, like, you know, infinite. It kills your graphics card, but infinite sentry guns.
Oh shit!
You just go and you're getting ready for a siege, and you go and you just lay down about 150 sentry guns everywhere.
God.
And your only thing you're having to shoot is the only thing you're having to do through that sequence is just run around and put down more sentry guns.
That's amazing.
And you occasionally have to kill something big. Like the warriors did not go down easily. The Praetorians didn't go down easily. So, but
Do you not shoot the
the
thing through the window?
I tried to, and it wasn't letting me. I'll try again. Oop.
Weird. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Tarantula.
No. But yeah, those were some real great. Some of them were really great quality of life fixes. Then they said people were using the mods in multiplayer, and obviously, probably some people were, but it didn't. A lot of the mods don't make sense because, like, the point of using the androids was so you could actually beat the game without having to depend on other people.
Right.
And they were like, no, you can't play this game by yourself. You have to play with other people. So
Then why have a single player mode?
You know, why have AI companions to be able to? Because I finished the game. I finished all the levels on the insane difficulty. The queen level is always kind of fun because you're actually just running. You're just trying to. She jumps in front of you. You run.
Oh my God!
Run this way. Run this way. Run this way. Run this way. You never can shoot at her. And that kind of frustrated me. Like, I had to blow up a queen in AVP from like 2008, I think it was, or 2010.
Yeah, 2009.
One of the first. Was that
2009? Yeah.
Yeah, 2009. Yeah. Your first mission is to blow up a queen as a marine.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
So why couldn't I kill the queen? But nah, you just gotta run. You gotta run. You need to run your ass off. Run, marine, run. And when you're playing multiplayer doing it, everybody's basically getting in their way, and you'll randomly get snatched up by something, or a warrior will grab somebody, and you got to get that off of them, and the queen comes up, and then yeah. Whereas with using the enhanced androids from the mods, they're sitting there, they're providing cover fire and retreating. And you're the one sprinting. You're just like, fuck it. I'm not even worried about doing the alien reach out here. You're just like, bitch, I ain't got time for you. I gotta go. I gotta get to this elevator before this thing eats me. I gotta go.
So it just makes it just infinitely more playable.
Yeah, and they killed.
That's a shame.
Mods. They broke the mods. They basically said once they actually turn off they turned off 2 of the modes if they detect mods. So not trainers, mods, just mods.
So silly.
So it turned from like one of my favorite games to play to the one I just stopped playing.
Wow.
I was, yeah, and the only time that I actually fixed it up again was when the VR mod came out, and they got it working to the point where you had, the camera was attached to your fire team member's head, correct?
Oh, really? That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, and you were able to see your weapons, and they got touch control working for weapons. So you still have to flip between stuff, but being able to use a smart gun, and aka the bullet hose.
Speaking of bullet hoses,
yeah, that worked for a little while, and then the next patch came out and broke it, and people were working on it, said fuck it. So
that's a real shame.
yeah, that's like I said. I think the same thing happened with Crysis. They got Far Cry working fantastically, but they stopped working on Crysis because it was too much of a pain in the ass to work. That's the flat screen to VR thing. A lot of stuff. I'm not saying, hey, they're the most awesome world. I'm just saying their Discord is great.
They're pretty talented.
Yeah, if you've ever played Gunfire Reborn, or Left 4 Dead, get the fuck out. Any of the Resident Evil games, hit them up and look for VR versions of stuff. They have stuff for Raft, for Mech Warrior. Yes, it's not as I want to say it's not as good as the actual mech
VR games.
Yeah, VR games are out there. But
yeah. Well, I mean, it'd always be different, right?
Yeah, they're full control where they have actually like toggles and buttons and stuff, and everything moves around, and it feels more like the old BattleTech toggle. So that was kind of, and they're the ones that keep working on the Unreal Engine VR plugins. So anything that's made in UE or made in RE Engine, there is a VR mod for Resident Evil 4, the new one, or whatever.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we're not gonna get the PlayStation exclusive PSVR version.
Yeah, which is a bummer.
But
it's an incredible bummer, whatever fucking deal Sony has for them.
Well, again, they don't. PSVR folks didn't get, no VR. Nobody else except for people who have the Quest version got Resident Evil 4. The full VR reboot. So that's what kind of scares me, because they've been killing VR games.
Oh, meta?
Yeah.
Can you pirate? Well, maybe we should discuss that on here. Sorry.
You can.
You can. Yeah, you can do
I'm not going to tell people how to do it, but I will.
No.
I won't say publicly that I am not encouraging it, but there are definitely ways to side load apps onto your Quest, yes.
That's good to know.
For research purposes only.
Look up SideQuest.
Yeah. Look up SideQuest and look up how to transplant APKs.
Yep.
And
there's a lot of cool stuff on there too that's not even just of that nature.
There's also
Quake 3.
Yep,
Quake 3 in VR.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool homebrew stuff. Some of the, like Half-Life in Quake. I think the original Doom is in Quake, in VR. I'm pretty sure the original Doom is in VR. All kinds of stuff.
And now Prey 2006.
Let's see. Yep. Doom 3 Quest runs natively on the Quest and Quest 2. It's fantastic.
Here's a question for you, as a VR developer.
Okay.
Should I wait for the Quest 3? if I want to get if I want to get into VR for the first time, should I wait for the Quest 3? I got the money to.
Okay, well,
Well,
it
that
depends
changes
on what
it,
you
I
want to do.
guess.
It depends on what you want to do. That's where my answer is, because the Quest is a great platform, but without a lot of the things, basically Steam VR has given us a lot of stuff. The ability, that openness of Steam, while it does have a lot of trash, and places like Game Jolt and other things being able to play it. I'm saying this as a preface to what I'm about to say.
Right.
There's a lot of headsets out there.
Yes.
They all have, all three of them, or all of them have three different core structures they work off of, core APIs. You either have the Oculus devices, you have everything in Steam VR, and then you have the MR devices, the Windows mixed reality. Mixed reality is not dead. They just stopped making it.
Yeah.
Microsoft has even weirdly, Microsoft said, "Oh, our hardware is not powerful enough to run VR," and I'm just like, "You guys should stop. You need to shit or get off the phone, okay?"
Yeah. Well, I thought the HP Reverb G2 is supposed to be a good headset.
Oh, it's a great headset for one type of game.
Oh, jeez.
Simulations. If you
because like I'm looking for a headset.
Yeah. Okay. If you love stuff like DCS some of the
Modelista. No, it's not Summit.
I almost said Modelista, but Modelista is the Capcom
PS2 driving game.
Yeah, the one made by Capcom.
Yeah,
they made one version of it. No, there's one that's called that. I have to look at my VR library and I can tell you what it was. But like the stuff that I actually keep installed: Arizona Sunshine, I keep installed; Beat Saber, Creed, Freediver. That's a terrifying game if you have any kind of phobias related to water.
Oh, okay.
Really good, but absolutely terrifying for people who have phobias related to water. Half-Life Alyx, fantastic.
Yes.
Worth the VR headset itself.
But going to the headsets, like I said, the WMR headset, primarily the best one. It uses Windows tracking, which is not very good. But it's good for one thing, which is Sims. Great for Sims. Okay. Then you get into the Vive, the HTC stuff, which you have essentially the Vive Pro, the Vive 2, the Vive 2 Pro, the Vive Focus Pro. They have eye tracking. They have, a lot of extra stuff that you can do with them. And they use Steam.
I shelled out and bought a Vive myself, and I had the first Vive, the one that was $800. I feel like I got robbed in the end because it's a good headset. It feels like it's comfortable for the most part. Like the motion tracking is pretty good, but like the setup for it was god awful.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so glad like the newer things are mainstream now. Like you just put it on and there's no like fucking system lock.
This is a stupid NFT joke right there.
The hell?
Huh?
That's good.
It's gotta be
in the game. It's gotta be an NFT joke. Yeah.
It's gotta be an NFT joke.
That's funny. 4-8 society or whatever.
Hey kids.
The arrogant butt plug society. Yeah, so because again, there's so many flavors out there. Now, me saying, if I tell you, hey, you should go out and get the MetaQuest 3, I'm not sure I should tell you that. Because
yeah, I don't know if it's NDA'd or still or not.
No. It's nothing I'm working on is NDA. The games I'm working on are NDA, but the stuff that I've worked on, everything that I've worked on is already or at least been released. That for VR related. The stuff I'm working on right now is for Bethesda and for something specific for.
Fucking spawned and died that time.
Probably shouldn't talk about it if you're not sure.
Yeah.
That's one of those things where I'm like,
yeah, don't risk it.
We got NDA'd hard with that one. The Bethesda one, I can just say it's a Bethesda game, and it's not Starfield. So there you go.
Gotcha.
Is it not Wolfenstein?
No, it's new.
Well, I have nothing to be excited for then.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you're making Wolfenstein 3, we can talk, but if not, I'm good.
I have no information about that game whatsoever.
Oh.
Well, maybe they're
I know
really
some stuff
good.
about it, and I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay, so that's all I need to know.
Yeah.
I'll be excited anyway.
I do not want to get.
No, we wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But you were saying about the MetaQuest 3.
Okay, so the Quest 3 is a lot of people in the community already said this sucks.
Oh.
And the reason why we say it sucks is that I've had the experience with the Quest Pro. The Quest Pro, and again, I've tried several different headsets. I own a couple of them. I have a Pico Neo. I tried the. I got to try it. I didn't keep it, but I got to try the big screen, like little micro headset.
The Magic Leap?
No. I tried the Magic Leap, but that was really funny. Like not good, but funny.
Yeah.
I messed with the Microsoft Holo stuff. It was okay. They made it better. It's a lot of that stuff has basically now been pushed off to. It's just like the Apple Vision. The Apple Vision. It's not a VR.
It's not for you and me. It's for like businesses and shit.
Yeah.
It's very. I mean, the first edition. The only people who are going to spend that money are people who actually have, Apple.
Right.
Maybe not even that many people have Apple, because it's not a real VR headset. It is a. And I'm getting off track. I'm not trying to recommend.
It's all good.
All right. So fair and fair. What I'm not interested necessarily in what Meta's going to be doing next, because I've already had my experience with the MetaQuest 3. I think it's a nice headset. I think that we still haven't gotten past some things that we need to do. I feel like
I wish they fucking did actual improved controllers.
The controllers are improved. They are much better.
Okay. But we had the index, index actually even individual fingers for many years now.
I know. So this is something where, with the index and having index controllers, I get it. I get love the fact that, but the fact that I'm still tied to one space, and it has to be the Steam VR space that I have set up, is the reason why my index gets used when I'm playing the simulation. That's it. That was the same. I kept the reverb for a little while, and then I almost bought one when it went on sale. They are gorgeous, but they look better. They have a better field of view than the Index stuff. But they're not. They tie you down to your machine, and for most games, it's playing with the Quest 2 using virtual the virtual desktop. That's just made it the best way, because my Quest 2 is pretty well kitted out, and we're now working on the eye tracking, which is something that didn't get implemented, and I know it was for price reasons, and that's another reason why I don't know about MetaQuest 3. MetaQuest 3 has depth tracking along with its cameras. It has color cameras. It's got but it doesn't improve on some of the things that we're trying to get, which is bigger FOV. We're still stuck at the 90 to 100 degree FOV. There have been attempts to make a larger field of view for people, and it's not gone well, or it makes people sick, or whatever. Pimax did it with theirs, and they managed to make a larger field of view. Varho has made a significant forward movement into not only they're a niche company in terms of like people are going to buy their products because they are expensive.
Yeah, you okay there, Otacon?
Yeah, my cat attacked me.
Oh.
He woke up from his
hard mode plus, I see.
Yeah. This is nightmare mode. You have a kitten trying to play with you at the same time.
This is the fucking run, though.
Like the best, let's say, one to get one of the best headsets possible is the Varho. They make a ridiculously awesome headset. Is it? What's the right word here? Is it something you can actually buy? Sure. If you have $10,000.
Whoa.
To spend on a VR. I'm sorry, $14,000.
Jesus.
Sorry, I forgot them in my other pants.
Jesus.
Assemblers to go.
That's egregious.
Only a third of the way through this level. What?
Now,
see, if they accept credit, I can give you. You can debt it to my friend called the Chew Bart Simpson. They will be gladly paying for me.
Right. So you're gonna buy a Varho Arrow, which is what you're gonna be able to buy. The Varho Arrow is selling right now for $2,000. It is one.
Oh, that's it.
Well, comparatively to the XR3, which is $10,000 on a good day.
Does everyone else want one?
If you don't mind, Chew.
I'll just say it's a business expense.
Yeah. Sure. Go ahead.
Ready off my taxes.
Yeah, the Mighty Foot Productions credit card.
They have what they have actually done is they've created a 4K micro display.
Jesus.
And the 4K OLED is they end up using that with it has this massive pixel density thing. I was like, you know what? I can't really go back if I had these things to my house. I wouldn't
Real
be
life
able-
will
I
just look
wouldn't
so
be able-
fake.
Well, no, because I've been the VR chat too many times.
You can't tell me I am not claiming, okay?
I am a giant spider in VR chat.
You
I
don't
walk
say.
around and I bother people. People act. I notice all the people that are actually arachnophobic when they start screaming for real or take off their heads.
I kind of want to see that. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to see that someday.
Bully.
Oh, look at me. I'm just
It's
skipping
so
all these
mean.
enemies.
It's
I
so
don't have to
mean.
fight
It's
them.
so mean to walk with. Yeah, it's like I have that and a furry avatar. So, yeah.
Oh, so you fit right now.
Yeah. So I switch between the two, which causes nightmares.
You made somebody saying more comfortable. Gross 8 legs.
Yeah, or a wolf-looking character with a Slayer T-shirt.
Yeah, that seems normal.
Edgy.
Yeah, that's about right. So
This level's huge.
the other, all these, again, the wired solutions are the ones that are gonna, that are just
I would've
really
missed
good
the last
for
chapter.
Sims. They're great for Sims. They're great for professional solutions. So Valve has something that's coming soon. And
Okay.
it is going to change the game.
Oh.
Now, they've been talking about Deckard for a while.
Yeah.
And they've been talking about and of course the index has been out for quite a while as well, and there hasn't been a refresh.
That's what kept me away from getting the index. At this point, it just seems like if I buy it, it will be super out of date with like its lighthouse and everything.
Well, so that's why Deckard is important. Deckard
Yeah.
is going to be a portable PC VR simulator.
Whoa.
So that's your sequel to Deckard is going to be the sequel to the Steam Deck. So you're going to have Steam Deck 2 essentially. So you'll have two versions of the Steam Deck. Of the new one. You'll have the whatever they have left of the stock of the original flavor, and then they'll have the new version, which will have a new APU in it, more stuff. But more specifically, there'll be a headless model that connects to a new headset. And that'll be the Deckard.
Mm-hmm.
So basically
You know you want to let me in.
a PC, a very small portable PC running VR games with inside-out tracking, which is what all the portable headsets use. And using them now, this is going to be the first that Steam has done in terms of inside-out tracking, and everybody seems to get it rough. And it's the only people that have managed to make it work to its best at this point in time is Pico and Oculus. And that's only because they're using the same development platform, the XR2 platform. It's Snapdragon's the one that built all this shit. Or Qualcomm. Qualcomm is the one that built everything. So I've been talking about this long enough. Should you buy one? Find somebody who's selling the Quest 2 for cheap, and buy that, and then play some games and see what you think. That's what
We got a question in chat. 1 second. Anyone gonna buy Super Ways when it comes out? My money and Brutal John when they come. Yeah, those seem like pretty solid buys.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with separate.
That's the RE4 Ada campaign.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they announced it at Sony's thing.
Why did you have to pay for that?
Because fuck you, that's why.
Well, I'm glad I haven't bought Resident Evil 4, and I'm glad I'll probably save a bunch of money whenever that's gonna be in big discount.
You're missing the fuck out. That game's fucking awesome. I
It
just
is
finished it.
pretty sick, yeah.
Yeah, RE4's remake was really good.
My hot take is still remaining. The actual
That's really
VR transition of Resident Evil 4 is better.
Boo! I disagree. 100%.
I mean, there's a VR transition of the RE4 remake coming to PSVR too.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna buy a fucking
Well, no one is.
PS5 for that.
No one is buying PSVR 2. I'm sure Tarantula can confirm that.
Well,
Yeah,
see,
well,
here's the fun
okay.
fact about that. No, Trident, no.
No.
There is a PSVR 2. Someone is working on basically allowing PSVR 2 to work on PC.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that.
We talked. There was a big kerfluffle at Sony about it, where
Johnny, it's time for your
Sony-
monthly
where
check-in. Please
the problem
remember that the
of
work I
Sony
did to
not being
save
able to
you
produce
is
enough PS5
temporary.
units, or
I know this is
they're
a harsh
being not
reality,
available
but the fact
due to the
is,
scalping
your
and
time
due
is
to
running out.
pandemic and
The moment is
everything that's
approaching
gone
after which
on.
I won't
And
be able to do
a
anything
lot of stuff
more
that
to
started
help
floating
you.
around in the industry chatter was that Sony was going to make a PC driver for the PSVR 2.
That
I
would
mean,
make
about
sense.
time if they did. It's one of the stupidest things.
But now here's
It wouldn't be a
the,
precedent.
there's a little caveat that the reason why that hasn't happened yet is because the only reason why the PSVR is getting away looking as good as it does is that it's actively using foveated renderings with eye tracking.
Right.
Okay, that sounds about right. Yeah, I think I remember seeing that.
So yes, the games look absolutely fantastic. They look just as good as stuff on PC. Hands down, no problem. Because they're cheating. Or in the very least in the way you would call DLSS cheating, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
It's not cheating, but I think it's funny.
I
to
think
say that, because
anyone
people
who
are
thinks
mad about that.
anyone who thinks the foveated rendering is cheating is probably also thinking unloading stuff when you're not looking at it is also cheating.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
it
how
is.
you do things.
It's the same thing with DLSS and talking about the future of gaming and how the fact that there is a Moore's law associated item with video cards and PCs and everything else that you're going to have to, as developers, we develop for what? Everybody chime in. The lowest
Common denominator, yeah.
Right. Okay. So if you're if it's going to be VR games, what are we developing for?
The MetaQuest.
It's going to be something that runs on ARM architecture that's based off of Android, and then we're going to port it from there. Now that thing is that you have these chips, the XR2 stuff. It's
Bravo,
optimized
sir.
for
I'm
Unreal.
now able to locate Artifact Zero's
Optimized
exact
for
position.
Unity.
It will be our next stop.
But more importantly, it also allows for certain kinds of more visual effects. Stuff like, for example, ray tracing. So those are things and specifically with the XR2 style, the XR2 chips. They are, which is
Tarantula, can I interrupt you for 1 second?
Yeah.
Otacon, how you feeling about keeping going?
Honestly, I'm basically there. I gotta help somebody else with some Git stuff and stuff like that still too, and I have to start my laundry before my girlfriend gets home in like 3 hours. So
yeah, and I'm kind of flagging.
yeah, I feel you. I'm basically good to call it. I'll watch this cool cinematic here. Oh, it's not a cinematic. Oh, it's gonna be a level where I race on top of cars. That's kind of fun.
Oh wow.
Now you have to complete
No, I
it.
didn't.
Now you need to complete it.
Womp womp.
Nah.
Yeah, Tarantula. Just finish what you're talking about. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off like that.
No.
Want to make sure we were.
I was staying in this topic because I don't have anything. I don't have anything to talk about on the on-topic topic. So I wish I did, but I don't.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So
You can talk about boring stuff in relation to the game.
I can talk about boring stuff.
Well, any of us can. Like, we can talk about. What can we talk about?
We can talk about how. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us this afternoon. It's been a pretty good time. Almost 4 hours here.
Damn right.
I definitely think that we'll likely do another one of these again sometime in the future, but our next one will likely be Duke related. As I promise every single time, I promise this one will make it up onto YouTube faster than the other ones, but the ones from July haven't even made it up onto YouTube yet, so we'll see what happens. I have actually cut and rendered that one, though, so hopefully this week, the July dev stream should end up on YouTube, and then the August one, hopefully in a week or two after that. But otherwise, I appreciate everybody for coming out today. It was a good time, and keep it easy.
Yeah, take it easy, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday.
Have a great Sunday. And it was nice to talk to everyone.
Hell yeah.
Likewise.